coming in, guys. On your way in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. And you already know it's Panel Wednesday. It's Panel Wednesday. Hakeem Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Living the dream.
Hey man, feeling good, feeling great. Another Wednesday, feeling good, feeling good. Oh, I forgot. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
That's a whole nother story there when it comes to Juneteenth. But
Mm-hmm.
yo, for those that is celebrating Juneteenth, happy Juneteenth. But for others that's not, happy Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, you know, I'm saddened. You guys already know why I'm saddened because we're gonna talk about the sports world. And go ahead, Jordan. Just go right ahead.
Well, you guys know the Boston Celtics, they are the new world champions. They beat Dallas in 5 games. They came back home in Boston, the TD Garden, and they took it. And now that Jason Tatum, and he, like I said, I said it too. Pretty much everybody knew. Jason Tatum, he is the NBA Finals MVP. Finals MVP. So shout out to Boston. They had the best record in the NBA. They had the best record in the NBA, and they was a favorite to win the NBA championship. They've been to like 4 or 5 Eastern Conference championships. Been to 2 finals. The last final is also Golden State. Now they came back and sealed the deal. They beat the Miami Heat the first round, beat them in 5 games. They beat Cleveland in what was it, 5? I think they swept them. I think they swept the Cleveland Cavaliers. They beat Indiana Pacers in 5 games, and now they beat the Dallas Mavericks in 5 games. So congratulations to the Boston Celtics, man. Go ahead, Hakeem, man. How you feel, man? Boston won.
My God is anointed. I said they was gonna beat 10 points.
You
The
should have
boys was
bet
just
there, Hakeem.
I should have, man. You know what I mean? Them boys was hungry, man. Them boys was hungry. Shout out to Taysom, Jalen, Porzingis. I don't even know what the coach name is, but shout out to him. Being
Like always, I ain't gonna lie, I was very disappointed. Dallas, like always, didn't come to play. I was very disappointed. I already kind of knew that, Boston was gonna win the series. However, but for them to beat them by 10 points, it showed you the bad coaching. Jason Kidd, I think he did a bad coaching. He wasn't, it's the NBA final. You don't go in there and you play the way Dallas did. That was a terrible game the way they played. They were supposed to play a dominant game the same way they played when they was at their hometown. On game what that was game 4. So it's like, okay, you guys, y'all, Kyrie Irving, Luca, it's like, guys, where your head was at? Y'all knew y'all was in the game 5 and this is the NBA final. Y'all playing like that. Terrible, terrible loss. But I knew Boston was gonna take it home. We all knew that. However, I thought it was gonna go to game 7, and I thought Boston was gonna close it out and close in their Terman Dome. But Dallas, they underperformed. The defense played terrible. Like I said, they didn't get the offensive rebound. They didn't even try to go for the rebound. They didn't even try to score. It was like, what? You guys thought it was preseason or something? So, good win for Boston. They was ready to play. Dallas wasn't ready to play, and that's why they got dominated. Point blank, period. So, now I'm giving wrong. Boston was the better team anyway in the East. Everybody said it. They was in the East. Now, there's a rumors going around that say all the players was hurt in the East. That's why it was easy for Boston to win the title. No, I think Boston was the most hungry team. I think they won it all. They had good defense, good offense, offensive rebound, get defensive rebound, everything overall. They was overall powerful team. That's why they deserve the championship. And not only that, but they beat the record of having all-time championship in NBA history. I think with 18 titles. And number 2 is the Lakers. And number 3 is Golden State with 7 titles, which is crazy. But that's it. Go ahead, Jordan. Your final thoughts.
Yeah, my final thoughts on this with the Boston Celtics. They were the better team. I expect a little bit more for Dallas. Especially with Kyrie. He seems like with Kyrie playing in Boston, he don't show up. I don't know if it's the crowd. The crowd got to him because, as we know, I don't know if you guys know, the crowd in Boston can be very, very racist. You can hear from multiple players who play there, from LeBron James, Kyrie, Kevin Durant. This is a lot of when you step into the Boston, going to Boston, you play in the Eastern Conference Finals. There's a lot of players says when you go in there, it's hard, to get engaged and play be by yourself. And it showed with Kyrie, he didn't do that, and that's what I was really disappointed on because I thought Kyrie was going to show up and help Luka and everything. Luka Dantas, he played a good game, but I thought he could have did better. I think holding the ball go too long and not really getting his players involved so they can really score and also play defense as well. And Boston's they did all that. Like I said, they've been there before. They've been to the finals and they showed up and show out. They got a very very good solid team, the defense, offense, always to their bench players and everything. And they have a strong chance. Maybe they could go back to back. I don't see they go back to back because I don't see them being a dynasty. But hey, you never know. You never know if Boston can upgrade, man. But yeah, shout out to Boston. You guys deserve it. You guys are the best team. And hey, man, it's the NBA World Championship is yours. So go ahead, celebrate. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Chris Porzingis, Derek White. All the players in the Boston, you guys deserve it. Oh yeah, Al Horford, he's a NBA been in the NBA for 14, 15 years, probably got himself a ring. So yeah, shout out to Al Horford, the NBA real veteran and everything. So go ahead, Boston, man, celebrate, man. You guys deserve it. And see y'all next year.
And like always, thank you guys for always tuning in. Shout out to the lovely Bobby Bynes in the building. Joe No Hurdum is also in the building. Hassan, aka It Is What It Is TV is also in the building, and the lovely Sapphire Grace is also in the building. Not only that, Sapphire Grace, I want to give you a special
Special.
shout out because you always supporting the platform. You is always
Love
supporting the
you.
platform. I really, really do greatly appreciate it. And also, Joe Don't Hurt Him. I will never take that away from him. Gore and Thomas Vince, all you guys that really
Yeah.
support the platform, we really do greatly appreciate you guys. You don't understand. You know, really, really do. And we thank you guys for being such a blessing to KF Culture Radio. Y'all just been such a blessing to us. And we want to give y'all a special shout out, especially you, Sophia, Joe No Hurt Him,
Hey,
Natasha Vincent, um, Gore, Jesse Meow, all you guys. Thank you guys so much. Bobby Bryan, Sherry Bryan, all you guys. We really do greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, I think you was gonna say
shout
something.
outs to Joe No Hurt Him. Shout outs to Bobby Bryant and Sophia. There clearly has some I had forgot when we had the last conversation. She also served in the army as well. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I salute you, Queen. I salute you. And thank you
So
for everything you do.
that being said, what's going on in the sports world? Jordan. Not so sorry. What's going on in the financial world? We already talked about the sports world, but in the financial world, Jordan, what's happening over there?
All right, let's go to the financial world. So, on Fox Business, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, he's really talking about how raising the corporate tax rates will cost big companies and everything, and also talk about taxation and on tips and remaining inflation pressure and everything. So we do have a clip on his what his thoughts on it and everything. Like I said, this is Kevin O'Leary. He's from the show Shark Tank. He's a really really big investor. I believe he's a really one of the top millionaires in the game, really, really big investors. And he, like I said, he talks about, uh, raising corporation taxes and also giving out tips and everything. So go ahead, King, play the clip. And after that, we're going to chop it up. Ken Dog, what's good, Ken Dog? We see
Shout
you,
out
man.
to Navy.
Yes, sir.
Kevin O'Leary, who joins us now. Kevin, you're a business guy who makes decisions about where to invest and how important a lower corporate tax rate is. What does it mean for American workers? If the tax rate is 28% or 20%, what difference does that make for American workers?
Well, we're starting to see debate in this presidential cycle around policy, and this is a big one. So obviously, the Trump administration proposing as low as 15 to 21 and Biden at 28. What this really says is, where do you fit in the G7 and G20 in terms of competition? Right now, we're sort of in the top of the second quartile. Going to 28 puts you, in terms of tax competitiveness, at the bottom. And that's not good because over time, it's not just domestic capital that matters. It's attracting capital to America for capex expenditures to create jobs. And so when you make yourself incredibly uncompetitive on a corporate tax rate basis at 28, you're going to scare away capital, and slowly that will show up. And that's how we had all that contortion 10, 15 years ago when companies, drug companies particularly, left for Ireland. You can't tax companies into oblivion. They just move. Companies aren't people.
Okay.
They're entities.
Can we
And
talk
they just
about
move.
people? Because Trump is coming out and he says that he wants to reduce or eliminate taxes on tips. Do you like that?
That was really interesting for Nevada, which is a very pro kind of individual entrepreneur 1099 kind of economy where you make your money on tips and obviously you're dealing with taxes. This has been a debate for a very long time, particularly in the gig economy. It's a smart political move. It's going to help a lot of people that are self-employed, if you think about it that way. And that's what I see it for. Is it a massive economic move? Not really. It's a good rounder kind of let's get some votes in states where we don't think we're going to win. I get it. I totally get it. It's not a bad move, but it's not a big game changer for American competition.
And when you talk about a corporate tax rate that Biden is proposing, about 28%, Kevin, I think about the restaurant industry already suffering. You're seeing fast food chains closing stores and also laying off employees. They've got higher costs. They're paying higher wages. Then you're seeing less foot traffic. That tells me that fundamentally things are slowing down. That's not the time that you want to squeeze these businesses harder.
No, it's a triple whammy. You have people's preferences and how they dine after the pandemic has changed dramatically. They don't go out as much, and that's nothing to do with inflation. Then you have inflation itself, both in the protein inflation, and in the case of red lobster, protein and the lobster meat's very, very volatile in the price, and it's really hurt them. But also you've got policy mistakes. I'm here in California shooting season 16 of Shark Tank. The casual dining sector in this state has been decimated by policy mistake on minimum wage. Yeah. They're shutting down left and right. I mean, Gavin Newsom made a huge mistake. I think he knows that now. He's turning this state into a sort of a version of Venezuela, and it's just killing business. Not only in restaurants, but in everything. There's all kinds of capital leaving here for more competitive states, and that's a good thing. Competition of states in America. You see what's going on in Tennessee, Florida, Texas. They're dragging all these companies that can't make money anymore in Gavin Newsom's. I can't be, listen, I've met him. He's a nice guy, but I can't be more critical for his policies. He's a bad manager. He's decimated this place. I've been coming here for 15 years. This is a shell of what it used to be.
But it also speaks to your point. Companies, businesses, their entities, they can move with their feet to show you that they don't support the policy.
Yeah, so you can see Kerry O'Leary, he talked about a few things. You know, he talked about lowering taxes and tips, you know, for restaurant workers. Also, he talked about, you know, company taxes, you know, raising them up and everything. And he also talked about the state of California of what Gavin Newsom's doing of raising minimum wage to $20 and how, you know, it's hurting companies and how companies are continuing to move out of California. So he jumped into a lot of things. But go ahead, Roddy. You know, what were some takes that you got from Kerry Leary that, you know, that really popped your eye what he was talking about?
Yeah, when it comes to the aspect of corporate tax, remember the way the system run is the more the government tax the corporation, the harder it is when it comes to the aspect of employment. Not only that, but also to create more leverage and like more businesses and stuff like that. Corporate tax is very important. That's why this presidential election is very, very important because based on who's going to be the next president, is either they're going to raise the taxes or make the taxes easier for the corporations so they can create more businesses and all that, but also give people more opportunity to get raises and also to grow in the company. But if someone else come into office and raise the taxes, it's gonna be very hard for some people that's are employed and for also new employers that's trying to get into the employment field. It's gonna be very difficult. So that's why a lot of these people like Kevin O'Leary, Warren Buffett, listen, like powerful pioneers on, Mark Cuban, they always talk about corporate tax because that will drive America is corporations. So the easier it is on the corporate tax, the better it is for Americans so they can go out there and leverage the opportunity and not only that, but able to grow within the company. Go ahead.
No, definitely. Jordan, you've extensively talked about this. You know what I mean? And we see where the way the economy going, the way the country is being run, and we know that fundamentally we need businesses. Capitalism is the only thing that's going to keep us here afloat. That's how the country's always been built. We've noticed the shift. I've noticed restaurants being closing down, and jobs are getting more tighter and tighter to get. And you know what I mean? And even the entrepreneurs are suffering. So we do need a more aggressive policy plan that's going to benefit people on the both sides. Lower taxes for businesses to allow them to come here and, you know what I mean, to have a cut so they can be able to have operational costs and do different things. You know what I mean? A lot of average people don't know how much it costs just on payroll. You feel what I'm trying to say? So corporate tax is going to shift people to go international when they did before.
I really want, for me, I really want to talk about the state of California. What Kerry Lee made his last point about, Governor Newsom and everything. There's always, like, if you live in California, especially Southern California, there's always, if you drive around certain parts of LA, there's always, well, not that I was in the union, but there's always, some type of, what's the word, strike against, companies, pay more wages and everything. You go about restaurants, McDonald's to hotels, other restaurants and everything, As I live in Los Angeles, it's it's very expensive here, with the living, groceries, gas, this is something else. Gas is high. So, with minimum wage, everybody, um, majority of people that live in minimum wage here, they want more money and everything, which I get. But the thing is, it's like, you work at McDonald's, you work at a Home Depot, you work for Food for Less, grocery stores and everything, minimum wage is supposed to be minimum wage and everything. You can't put, you know, $15, $16, but the minimum wage is not $20 an hour and everything. And the thing is, it hurts companies and everything when you got to pay more. And the thing is, they got to cut hours, and they also got to lay people off and everything. And what Governor Newsom is trying to do, I know it's expensive here, but you keep raising the minimum wage up and everything, and and the thing is, it's like you cutting people's jobs and everything that's been working a long, long time, or they got to cut people that's been working a long, long time, give them a severance pay and everything, or some of these companies got to close down and everything. I see a lot of Red Lobster. They're closing down. There's this one place too I was looking at that's closing down too. But a lot of these restaurants, they can't really afford minimum wage here, and they really, really got to close down. I don't know how it is in San Francisco, because San Francisco, they're more expensive than us, and also Silicon Valley and everything. But Governor Newsom, when it comes to the economics, when it comes to money, he's to me, he's doing an awful job and everything. And I don't know a lot of people, vote for him for the second time. I really know, because people think people here in the state think he did an absolutely good job. Once pandemic happened and everything, how he really shut the state down, and tightening up and everything. He had very strict laws. But yeah, when it comes to this economy thing, he's terrible. And in the next 2 years, I hope we get a new get a new governor who really can fix these the economy, and also to fix these policies, because some of these policies is really, really strict, especially for housing. It's extremely hard to get a house here in California. Extremely hard. I'm not talking about how much it is, but also the policy as well. It's extremely hard to buy a house. That's why you live in California. Majority, I'll say 80% of people, rent here. Maybe even 85. I'm talking about from Southern California and Northern California. It's just getting ridiculous, and also with the companies and everything, strict policies with companies. That's why you see a lot of companies leaving, especially with Silicon Valley. With Tesla. When they moved out of California, moved to Texas and everything. And the thing is, with these policies, you can, what Kevin Lillary says about, you get the other states that's taking advantage of it. Florida, Tennessee, Texas. They're really taking advantages of how the policies are it's not so strict as this in California and everything. So hopefully in the next 4 or 5 years, California get it together, especially in the governor. And I just hope that we get better. If we don't get better, I love California, but if I want to have more kids, man, and if I want to get a house, it might be the last resort that I might got to get out of California. I love it here, I really do, but if it gets worse, shoot, you might see me packing out, getting my wife and my kids, and probably move to another state. So that's my take on that.
And not only that, but guys, make sure as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Not only that, but of course, the lovely Sugar Bum is also in the building. Ken Dog is also in the building. Guys, shout out to those that watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure y'all follow us on Kick and also Twitch. Make sure y'all follow. 'Cause I know people are all watching our content, but they're not following. And don't be afraid to comment. Let us know that hey, you rock with us or you disagree, agree. Doesn't matter. Dislike, doesn't matter. Let us know. Like you guys are welcome to join in the conversation. Not only that, but it is Panel Wednesday. So Panel Wednesday is we give you guys the opportunity. We're gonna drop the link in the chat. We give you guys the opportunity to join in the conversation. I'll be deep dive on different variety of trending hot topics. So as we drop the link, guys, don't be afraid. Come on in. We do, of course, Hakeem do not bite, and he does. Let me know. I'll address him in the back. Trust me, I will be addressing them in the back. So, like always, it's time. It's about that time. So, Jordan, let's do it. Let's get to it.
All right, let's start with our first topic. This happened yesterday. So, singer Justin Timberlake was arrested for DWI while he's in tour. So the day after Justin Timberlake was arraigned on charges of driving while intoxicated, tickets remain. He's like I said, he's still on tour. Timberlake was pulled over in his 2025 BMW after failing to stop at a stop sign and maintain his lane of travel. Upon investigation, it was determined that Mr. Timberlake was operating his vehicle in an intoxication position. This is according to Harbor Village Police Department. Timberlake told police he had one martini, according to reports in New York Times. The singer was held overnight following his arrest and was released without bail. Following his Tuesday morning arraignment, Timberlake didn't submit to any alcohol tests. Timberlake, his next court date will be July 26th. Also, his arrest comes ahead of his concerts that he's doing. He's on tour right now. And as of Wednesday, tickets will still be available for Chicago show that's coming up. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, but other than that, we do have a clip for you guys. After that, we'll chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
DWI charge after being arrested on New York's Long Island. Here's the now infamous mugshot making the rounds on social media. And according to police, Timberlake was observed shortly after midnight Tuesday morning operating his vehicle in an intoxicated condition. And in this video obtained by CNN from Hamptons.com, a car that matches the police description of his vehicle can be seen driving down the street in Sag Harbor, New York, right before the singer was arrested. Now, according to court records, Timberlake told police he had one martini, quote, and followed friends home. Timberlake was released without bail. Joining me to discuss, Ramin Satuda, New York Bureau Chief for Variety. Thank you so much, Ramin, for joining me this morning. What more do you know about Timberlake's arrest, and how do you think this will impact his public image?
Thank you for having me this morning. So my staff at Variety has been covering this story. It's been one of the big stories in entertainment this week. Justin Timberlake was arrested on Tuesday morning. Police witnessed a gray BMW swerving and not stopping at a stop sign. They pulled over the car. The driver was Justin Timberlake. He was arrested on charges of driving while intoxicated, held overnight, and released in the morning. And certainly the mugshot was seen all over social media, and it has been the talk of social media in the last day or so. He will be returning to court in July on these charges.
Joining me to discuss it is criminal defense attorney Mercedes Colwin. Mercedes, 3 refusals of a breathalyzer while he claims that he only had one martini. How is that going to affect what he faces criminally for this?
Great question, Abby. So it really boils down to this. If you refuse to take a breathalyzer test, you could be subject to a year suspension of your license and also a fine. And it could be an adverse inference when you go to trial. I mean, thankfully, JT has a great attorney who's very well versed in this area of the law. He will probably have it pled down, not to driving while intoxicated, which is what he's charged with, which is a misdemeanor, subject to a year in jail and some other penalties, down to a driving while impairment, which is it's 15 days in jail, and it's not going to happen. He's not going to jail.
I mean, but refusing a breathalyzer, is that something that like you should advise anybody to do? I mean, if the cop tells you to?
That's $1 million question. It really depends. If you are I mean, as a criminal defense attorney, if you say to your client, if you're super inebriated, maybe it's something you should reconsider and not take a breathalyzer test. And then just take the penalties and the adverse inference, because if you are super intoxicated, there are other penalties that attach.
Yeah, that number becomes
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The blood alcohol content is much greater, and past 0.08, it can be very significant.
Mercedes Colvin, thank you.
My source on this tonight, Van Lathan, the media buff and co-host of the podcast Higher Learning. And it's great to have you. I should know, this is the first time Justin Timberlake has ever been arrested. I just wonder what you made of this news today.
I don't know. For some reason, it was predictable. I mean, Justin hadn't had any real scandals in his career, like big scandals, but he's always had just this air of impropriety in so many different situations. You go back to the Janet Jackson thing, to where a lot of people think he weaseled out of that and left her holding the bag. You had the extramarital stuff that went on in New Orleans, and just some other things. It seemed as if he was almost due for something really significant to go wrong. Things that just haven't been going his way lately.
Oh, that's an interesting point, because I mean, I think, typically, lately at least, he hasn't really been in the headlines, except the fact that he's on his first tour in 5 years. And I wonder what you make of the timing of this happening right now, and whether, how they're viewing something like this happening while he's on his first tour in 5 years.
Well, not great. I think that when you're asking people to come out and support you on tour, and you have something like this happen for someone who has the type of image that he has, father, husband, pop star, probably not great. But at the same time, the thing about Justin Timberlake and where he is right now is that the story has just kind of gotten boring with him. People are a little bit over him. There might be a new spin on his life if people think that he's actually in trouble and they need him. They might go back to the Justin Timberlake that they used to remember and think maybe it's time to cut the guy a break.
Can we talk about what the celebrity kind of playbook is for a moment like this, where they are caught in something, where he is? I mean, obviously, he's been charged.
Yeah,
with this.
you could cut it.
What he says publicly about it, he hasn't actually weighed in on it so far. But
yeah, too long. Yeah. So the aspect of Justin, because I know Jordan stepped away. So as you can see during the clip, he's been charged with DWI, driving without a license, because he had pretty much. He said he had one drink of martini, but like Kendall said in the chat, it seemed like that was some martini. Hell, he didn't tell me that name of that martini. I might give me one. Okay, it looked like it took him for a hell of a cruise. So Hakeem, what is your take on Justin Timberlake being arrested for DWI?
I'm agreeing with Van Lathan. I think he's been too clean, too perfect. And I think a lot of us deified him as the most perfect man. We did the same thing with Will Smith until Will Smith had the slapping incident. He hadn't had no big issue until the slapping incident and what Jada put out there. Other than that, we still would have looked at them. So it was about time for him to have some issues. You know what I mean? I always thought he was just too perfect without no issues. So, you know what I mean? When I seen this, I didn't really hey, it was okay. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, about time.
Yeah, the problem is, I think we as people, we continue to idolize these celebrities, and we keep forgetting that they're humans. They have issues the same way we have issues. They're dealing with emotions the same way we dealing with emotions, and some of them sometimes have too much to drink, as we as people have too much to drink. But the only thing is, I know he's gonna get a slap on the wrist just because of the simple fact he's a celebrity. But I think they need to hold charges the same way they'll hold another person charged like myself. If I was driving with a DWI and had 2 months to drink, I will be in jail right now.
Yeah.
Even if I do have good attorneys, I will still be in jail. But just because the aspect he's a celebrity, he get a slap on the wrist and say, "Oh, it's just Timberlake. We don't want him in there because he have a concert coming up." No, he should, the same way a person is being held according to the law. He should be the same. He should be. They need to do the same thing with Justin Timberlake. Hold him accountable for him for driving without a license. Go ahead, Jordan. Your take.
Yeah, my take on it, with this take, I don't shoot, that must, like I said, what Kendall said, it must be a really big martini he was drinking, yo, because if you driving like that, yo, that drink must have been strong. But yeah, with this situation, I'm not really surprised with Justin Timberlake, of him doing that and everything, because like what the guy said, I forgot his name, he said about, with the Janet Jackson thing and everything, with with him, finally apologizing, when he, back in was it 2001, 2002, when they with the Super Bowl halftime show and everything, how that happened was the situation. And yeah, it's just I'm just not really surprised, what Justin Timberlake does. If to me it was eventually something was going to happen and everything. I really don't know what's going on in his life right now. I don't know. I believe he's still married to Jessica Biel, something like that. I believe. I might be wrong, but I just feel like right now, I don't know, something might be going on with his life. I don't know who's doing the like crisis or anything. And to me, it's really really odd. You doing this while you're going on tour and everything in that situation. But yeah, but hopefully he'll, like I said, he learned his lesson and everything. Like I said, I agree with you, Ryan. He's gonna get just a slap on the wrist. I think this is really his first offense that anything he did, as a celebrity and everything. But other than that, I think Justin Timberlake will be fine. But yet again, I think something is going on with his life to do this, and this is do what he did at this extent with the DWI and everything. So yeah, but Justin Timberlake, he'll be okay.
No, but luckily nobody was hurt during his time of driving. That's the good thing. But if someone was hurt, it would be a whole nother situation with Justin Timberlake. But there's a lot of celebrities who do driving without a license, and they continue to get slapped on the wrist. And that's a big issue when it comes to Hollywood. They need to put a stop to it, because before someone get seriously hurt. Well, not really. I think someone did get seriously hurt with one. I remember the football player. He's in jail now for it when
Um,
he was driving and he hit the woman's car, I think in Vegas, and the car blew up. I think it was Haynes or something from the Oakland Raiders. Go
don't
ahead.
don't forget Brandy killed somebody,
Yeah,
unalived somebody years ago. He's
yeah.
there. Shout outs to Diary of an Angry Mix Man. What's good, baby?
Yeah, I see him. Shout out to you,
Oh,
big dog. Shout out to you. Go ahead. Hakeem,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you
So
was
so
finished.
so Brandy was in a situation and she was in court. You know what I mean? So there have been a number of celebrities who have been in accidents and like you say, and have walked away. And I think Brandy was fighting that case. I think depending on the settlement or something like that. So
hmm
so it is a thing. It is a strange situation.
yeah. And we talked about a gorilla, was that a month or two ago, about her
Oh yeah.
incident. When she got a DUI and everything, she was in Georgia and everything. Luckily, nobody was hurt and everything. But yeah, these some celebrities, and also with Tiffany Haddish, she
Yep.
got DUI twice in 2 years, I believe.
Hmm.
So a lot of these celebrities, if you got the money, to me, either you should call an Uber or get your own personal driver. You got the money. I don't know why, because celebrities don't do that, but that's what they do, and it is what it is with that.
Sugar Mom said Brandy wasn't drunk, so she corrected you, Hakeem. She said Brandy wasn't drunk,
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
so she just hit somebody, but she wasn't drunk. Okay, moving forward. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right. Let's see. What's Ronnie? Want to do your topic, or you want to see if I can find another video?
Oh yeah, yeah. So my topic is this one. This one I wanted to talk about this because we were talking about this in the back. Um, Dating women that have father issues. Pretty much, their father was not in their life. So
Ooh,
I
yeah.
continue to I don't have a we don't have a video, so I do have an article saying that women who tend to not being raised with a father normally have issues when it comes to dating. I remember one time Kevin Samuel covered it, Jesse Lee Peterson covered it, Tommy Sotomayor covered it, Angry Man covered it, Anton from AntonDale.com covered it. A lot of people within the space and outside the space cover it because I also saw people doing it also in the UK and podcast. They having discussions where they will have women on the panel, fresh and fit. They will have women on the panel. They will always talk about the aspect of women not having fathers in their life. And then not only that, but when they start dating someone, it becomes difficult. Now according to this article while I was reading, getting prepared for the story, it stated that women tend to who don't been raised with a father, only been raised with a mother, they tend to have emotional disorder. They don't know how to handle themselves emotionally because they only know that one side, which is the mom side, but they don't have the other side, which is the father. So we're gonna dive right in. Of course, lady, you welcome to join the panel. Ladies who was raised with a single mother and disagree with what I'm saying. Disagree with all the men who's saying that then women who's raised without a father becomes very difficult. But I experienced it firsthand dating women that was dealing. I can't. You know my story. Dealing with women that wasn't raised without a father, and it seemed like they very combative. They want to fight you all the time. They want to argue, and I can see why. Now I'm starting to see why. Jordan, you was raised on the opposite. You seen the opposite side. Your wife who was raised with a father, but you see how she is. So you could kind of see both sides of the party. And Hakeem, you already know your story. So
Oh
let's
my
dive
God.
right in. And don't
Ooh, child.
look, hey, look. Next level said the same thing. Next level, you can come on the panel. Don't be afraid.
Do me a favor
Don't be
next.
afraid. You don't have to cam up. But look, next level even says that flawless behavior is real for men and women. But of
Yeah.
course, I don't date men. I only date women. So that's why I'm talking about the women. So, uh, Hakeem, let's dive in. Go right ahead, my brother.
So, and I want to tell women we're speaking from a man's point of view, anecdotal experience, since women are the end product for us. So as I've noticed, compared to dealing with women with a father and no father, there is a big difference. There's a lot of trauma there. A woman tends to don't want to take accountability for something. I'm just speaking from my own experience, dating somebody and trying to get somebody to acquiesce to what you're trying to do. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of y'all might say there's a patriarchy, excuse my language, but a lot of it's just dealing with human interaction. You know what I mean? And sometimes if you raise in a house and you haven't had much interaction with men in the beginning of your life and you jump out there and you have an interaction, it's going to be hostile. I've been in hostile situations just dealing with people who had issues with their fathers. You know what I mean? And the relationship hasn't lasted. Then I was raised with my father and stepdad. So you see, you're a different scenario, Sugar Bum. But we are talking about, and how does that affect emotionally in a relationship and when it goes to dinner? You can't, and here's one clear distinction that we get dealing with a woman who was raised with a father or not, the way she talks to you, her tone. You know you can't talk to a man any kind of way, and it might escalate to a certain level. You know what I mean? Because we all are on the defense mode. You know what I mean? I've noticed women that say, you know what I mean, who will take it up a notch. And even though she could take it up a notch, you can't say nothing. You know what I mean? You can't get in her face. You can't do nothing because that's a woman. You got to respect her. But is she allowed to do that compared to a woman who has been raised with a father or something like that? And I'm just making a clear distinction from my own experience.
And not only that, but according to this article as well, it also stated that sometimes a woman who's not been raised without a father sometimes leave with a dysfunctional decision when it comes to relationship and men. Go ahead, Jordan. Don't be afraid. Y'all
I
don't be
couldn't
afraid. There's a
agree
real
more with
conversation
that.
here.
I couldn't agree more with that.
Y'all
Like I
scared. Don't
said,
let Sugar Bum, don't let Sapphire Grace scare you guys. They love us, but it's just an open discussion. Go
it's
ahead.
open to
Go
I'm
ahead,
not
Jordan.
scared. I mean, I've been on this earth 33 years, and I've seen some stuff. I see some stuff high school, I see some stuff in college, see some stuff in the real world, family, friends. I've seen a lot of stuff, and you can really, really tell who was raised, who had a father, not just a father, who had a father figure in their life. Just just to see some type of respect for a man, because I just feel like when you don't have a father figure in your life, you don't know the levels to respect a man. Or and also it's just like your first love of a father figure, it's not there. And the thing is, when you don't have a first love with a father figure, you look for somewhere else and everything, and when you with somebody, you just don't know how to operate. You don't know what to do. And when you get emotional, you might take it to the next level, to the extreme and everything. And it could be verbal abusive, it could be physical abusive, and then it might could turn to she might turn maybe a little bit more masculine out of the ordinary, and she doesn't know that. She might think it should be that's it is what it is. That how they would say it is what it is, and and like I said, it can hurt the woman, and it also could hurt the person they're in a relationship with, and that's the case. It could turn really really toxic and everything, and it can be turned so toxic when it comes get so maybe so violent or extreme violent. Lives could be lost, lives can be lost and everything. And we hear all the time in the United States of America how you know when it toxic relationships, somebody deleting the other, a woman's deleting a man, or more of the case, a man is deleting a woman. There's and we see all this type of things. So I just feels like when it comes to women, if you don't have a father figure or anything like that, get some help, get some therapy, you know learn how to fix your traumas and everything, and learn how you can make yourself to be your best version of yourself and everything. And if you want to build a relationship and everything, get some therapy, fix your traumas. If you don't have like a father figure, maybe you can find a life coach that's a man that can help you out with that. Counseling, all different type of things that can really help you out to order to save relationship. Because like I said, I see some things with friends that that they're really dysfunctioning, and they did not have not just a father, no type of father figure, no granddad, no uncle. And I see some women that be cussing out the storm, and then and definitely have my jaw dropped, because I just seen some crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. And I'm just like, for me, I'm glad, as a father, I could show, my father, love, affection, and also respect, how to, not just, how, the daddy daughter thing, but how should you respect men in general, how should you treat a man. Also in the marriage, how, how my wife treats, me, and also how do I treat my wife and everything, she can see those things, and then she could develop those skills. So once she gets older and if she wants to, get a boyfriend or get married and like that, she has the necessary tools, um, to use those tools, and be wife ready, or be in a relationship if you want to be married or not. Just be prepared and everything. And I do, like I said, I do see a lot of black fathers stepping out. I believe we did a stat a year ago that out of all the races, black fathers are more involved with child's lives than any other race. So hopefully in the next generation we can see our generation alphas, as I could say, because that's what my daughter's in. We can see the next generation step up, and maybe we can see better relationships, not less, not more toxicity, not less toxicity. I'm sorry, and maybe we
Hmm.
see more marriages and everything. So to my black fathers, shout out to the black fathers who's being there doing their part, and let's just make the next generation better.
And not only that, but the article also stated that women who tend to be raised without a father also make bad choices when it comes to selecting men. I do agree with that, but I also disagree at the same time, because even women that have been raised with fathers still made bad decisions on choosing men. However, the number may be small, but still they still pick on bad men too. I think women are attracted to whoever they are attracted to. Now, Sugar Bun in the comment, I know she's twerking because you're like, men go through the same thing, men go through the same thing, men go through the same thing. We know that. The issue is what we have in today's society is that we're not holding women accountable. We hold men accountable all the time. When a man doing something wrong, the woman always say, "It's the man's fault. It's the man's fault. It's the man's fault. It's the man's fault." We can do that all day on the podcast, all day, every day. But at some point, it's a woman's fault too. Women need to do more development within themselves. To go back, forgive your father, go seek the therapy you need so you can have a healthy and better marriage, healthy and better relationship with your partner, healthy and better relationship with your kids. When you go back and forgive your father, Jesse Lee Peterson, he talks about that a lot, about going back and forgiving your father. Hell, I had to go back and forgive my father. Hakeem went back and forgive his father. Jordan, you went back and forgive your father. So men are doing the necessary steps, but it seems like the women get away with a lot of stuff, and that's what we have in today's society. Go ahead, Akeem.
I agree with you, man. I do think that there's a biasness and there's a level of leniency when it comes. I mean, we're always on a microscope from our own people and for everything. So when we start to talk about human interaction and we talking about what's going to make each other happy, we understand that there's certain elements that we have to do to make black women happy, but there are certain elements you got to do to make black men happy. What can we do to work together? We're trauma-based people, so all we doing is trauma bonding. You didn't have a daddy in your life. I'm dealing with systemic racism. I'm dealing with um
Hmm.
I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with not being able to find the type of work. I'm dealing with living up to your expectations. I'm dealing with me also not having a father at home. Me also having an issue. Um, me
Of course,
also
Stephanie, we'll give you 10 minutes. We'll give you
we
10 minutes. Even if we move on to another topic, we'll
yeah
come back to this topic. I know
yeah.
you probably have a lot to say, but go
You
ahead,
know what I
Akeem.
mean? So we're also dealing with this. So how can we work with each other and we both take accountability? So now you saying Sugar Bum saying it's a witch hunt. Sugar, we can't address if we're speaking from a man perspective. If you would like,
Correct.
you could come on the panel and speak from a woman perspective on daddy issues affecting when dealing with a man. We speaking from a man perspective. I've dated women who had daddy issues and it does not last. You feel what I'm trying to say? And a lot of it is the lack of respect in this and how much patience I can have to give you. I thought you would have done the healing work before you got to me. Because we heal through conversation and we healing through sex. Lots of it.
Correct.
Trauma sex.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Whoa! I can't get her down, man. No one got
Oh,
time for no
No,
stop
no, no.
PhD.
Listen.
I'm
I
sorry,
gotta get a
PhD.
queen. Listen, I gotta give the queen her
She
slogan.
came out of
Even
nowhere.
even
Supreme
though
Goddess PhD. Huh?
PhD, even though I was hurt recently by you.
Good, her mic ain't working as it should.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hallelujah.
I want to say though, you talk about happiness, Hakeem, and to me that the key word is happiness, and I think when we try to make other people happy, that's to me that's the wrong thing to do, and I think we put happiness into a marriage. It's like I say, he's supposed to make me happy. It's not that's not the part of being happy. That's not one of the parts of being a marriage. It's like you're supposed to make yourself happy.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to make my wife happy, I'm failing. That's not my job. If my wife supposed to make herself happy, if she's happy and I'm happy, how and it comes together, it should work.
Yeah.
I just feel like the word happy, a lot of like I said, we put happy to a marriage. I just want to be in a happy marriage. That's the worst thing you can do because it's like you put more pressure, put more job to make someone else happy, and that's not your job. Your job is supposed to make yourself happy. So if you're happy, if you're healed and everything, when it comes to relationship, everything will work out. Point blank period. So with this, being a happy marriage and everything, it's to me, the priority of being happy in a marriage is not the really priority. It's your priority to make yourself happy. Point blank period.
See, Sophia, she say, luckily she's working on the plumbing. You know why? Because she's scared. Here's someone luckily I'm working on. And now that she say, PhD, please help them out. It's nothing to help us out with. Sophia, we've been even even a woman would tell you she have daddy issues. A
Woo!
woman would clearly say that in publicly. Like
Woo!
you could tell she have daddy issues. The way she's dealing with that man. So let's stop the game here. Not only that, but I'm gonna be honest. Men don't really have daddy issues. We really have mommy issues because we mad at our mothers because the simple fact is our mama lied to us about women, telling us, oh, we need to open doors, we need to do all of this things to all these women, and realize the women don't really like those things deep down inside. So a lot of men are upset about that more
It's
than their fathers. I'm being
it's
honest. Go ahead,
it's
Jordan.
not just and then they right. It's not just a lie. It's like we used to do that, but that was back in their time, our mother's time. We can do that. We can't do that at this time. It's totally different change of women out here. So what our mama said about opening doors, that's not going to work because it worked back in the day. It's not working here in 2024.
I'm saying nobody's upset. Nobody's upset at Nobody are really upset at their father. When it comes to man, man's not really upset at their father. They're really upset at their mama. I've been seeing men with mama issues all the time. Hakeem can tell you that we from the hood. They upset at their mama. They be like, "Mama, you lied to me. Mama, you this. Mama, you that. Mama, you everything." Even though the mom do the best thing she could do to make sure she provide for the child, make sure she's there because the father's not there. However, the whole idea of a woman should be like you ain't true. It's just not. Go ahead, Supreme Goddess PhD Diva. Welcome. Go right ahead.
How y'all doing on this fine Juneteenth?
Happy
All right,
Happy
PhD Diva, I ain't got
Juneteenth.
time for no
Happy
Juneteenth. I
Doing
ain't got
Juneteenth.
well.
time.
We're doing well. We're
Happy
doing
It seems
well.
like the
Juneteenth.
crime rate skyrocketed on
Happy
Juneteenth. I ain't got time for Juneteenth.
PhD,
Okay.
but happy Juneteenth.
Thank you. Thank you. So, in honor of Juneteenth, I'm going to spare you, Jordan, my FBA brother. But you two Haitians, y'all about to get it. Now, start over. Repeat everything you done said. No. Ronnie, Governor Ron, you mentioned that the article talked about women who grew up without fathers having emotional issues.
Yes.
Can you kind of elaborate on that and tell us what type of emotional issues these women
Um,
are supposed to have?
Emotional issue where it's come the emotional issue is unbalanced. It's not balanced
Okay.
because she only going on one side of the of her, I think, of her brain. She only doing the one side, which is the mom side, instead of having the other side of the which is the father side.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the first thing that comes to mind is the beginnings of, well, not really the beginnings, but the popularization of like psychology in American society. So the 40s, 50s ish, maybe like 50s, when there was like a
Mm-hmm.
traditional family. So, and I'm thinking white women, they grew up in homes with their moms and their dads present. However, they were the poster children for emotional issues, right? And in fact, for a long time, they were really considered the only people who could be, in my air quotes, mentally ill, right? So they were your depressed groups, they were your women with anxiety, people who had more severe, what we would call mental illnesses today were usually criminalized at that point. So, anyways, these women were called hysterical, right? So that means that
Mm-hmm.
they, had very imbalanced emotions. And one of the treatments for that was a hysterectomy. Nevertheless, we know that that's all quackery now. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that the women who grew up in middle class environments with both mom and dad present in the home were the ones displaying all of the emotional imbalances. And so, how would you respond to that in light of what the article presented?
No, because if you go by like people and if you go by back then and not only that, but like they only do it a one part survey or one part study where there's just two parents in the household and not the parents of the household. It kind of make it difficult. However, when we dating these women out here and when you see people having trouble in relationship, most of the time when it comes to man and woman, most of the time the guy will always say that you probably heard it all the time, especially in the hood. She have daddy issues. They
Mm-hmm.
never say she had mama issues. They always say she had daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly, if everybody in a particular group is saying the same exact thing, then it must be true.
Not necessarily. It could just be propaganda. So let's move to today.
Okay.
Where when we talk about white women and their emotions, right? There's the concept of white girl tears, right? Because white women are known to weaponize their emotions. Understand? Right? And so
Yes.
wouldn't that be an imbalance, an emotional imbalance? Wouldn't that be some type of emotional dysfunction? We also have the concept of a Karen, right? And so we see these white women behaving very very in ways that aren't socially acceptable, right? Going out of their way to antagonize people, being very
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful. And more often than not, those women are raised in homes with their mother and father present. So, how are we teasing apart the emotional imbalances that cut across all people right? Cut across all women and just specifically pinpointing the emotional imbalances that are exhibited by women who grew up without a father in the home.
No, but the thing when it comes to the aspect of white women, right? Because you brought up white women, at least white women are doing the necessary steps of going to get therapy or going to do those surveys or going to do those test studies to see, okay, what is going on with me. Black women tend to not do those things. They tend to hold things in and then they bring it to their partner or they bring it into their relationship. Go ahead, Hakeem. I know you was going to say something. Go ahead.
Well, I do want to respond to that because
Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can respond to that. Then Hakeem can go.
okay, so black women do go to therapy, but let me point out to you that white women been going to therapy since again the 50s, and they still exhibited those same dysfunctional behaviors, and so apparently the therapy ain't helping them that much.
No, therapy is supposed to therapy is supposed to give you an opportunity to express yourself when you've been holding in for a very long time. Now it's up to the other. It's not up to the individual to go and forgive the other individual for whatever harm they did to them. That's their work. So
No,
me
no,
sitting
no.
in
But
someone's couch. Go ahead.
therapy is supposed to give you tools to help you be able to adapt to whatever your circumstance is, right? And so
Correct.
it helps you display adaptive or what's the word I'm thinking of? Behavior that is going to help you, right? And so
Hmm.
if these women been going to therapy for, what, 50, 70 years now, over 70 years, and they still displaying the same types of behaviors, then apparently the therapy ain't working, right?
But
And so again, you're gonna have
let
a
me ask you,
hard
PhD.
time dis-
Let me just
uh,
ask you a question.
distinguishing.
Can you give us a number like the amount of white women go to therapy and the amount of black women go to therapy, just for the audience, and then of course you can finish your thought. That's all I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, so there are going to be a lot more white women going to therapy just because there are a lot more white women in this country, right? So black
Hmm.
women make up about 6 or 7% of the people in this country, whereas white women make up about 30% of the people in this country, at least, right? So there's
Hmm.
always off rip based on the proportions, there's going to be a lot more white women going to therapy. The other thing is white women have a lot more access to therapy, right? Because they tend to have better insurance. More of them are on private insurance, etc. But regardless, they're going to therapy and they're still displaying dysfunctional behavior. So therapy clearly isn't the answer.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
Now, I know you're talking about one realm of it. I want to just focus on the interaction between men and women, especially black men and women,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and our interaction due to us not having those soft skills that we would need it having a father in the home and the struggle for intimacy. You know what I mean? I say
No.
regard.
Do you think fathers teach soft skills?
There's certain nuances that a father is there, and let me put this in context. A healthy man in a relationship, let me put that into context, can teach a little boy on how to treat a woman, and there's a healthy relationship that he could have with his daughter on how she would treat other men. So I'm saying is this: if the lack of fathers there, women struggle with intimacy regardless of how much they desire for it. Now, mind you, I'm speaking from my anecdotal experience. I'm not speaking in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how you might cut me. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah, I'm getting
I'm
ready to.
speaking. Yeah, I'm speaking from my anecdotal experience as a man who dates, as a man who dates women, as a
Uh-huh.
man who strictly only dates black women. I don't know about white girls.
Okay.
I notice there's a difference
Right.
where the interaction between a person who had a father in the home and didn't have a father, and how she treats me and how she talks to me.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the fact of, I know y'all might have a problem with patriarchy or whatever. I'm not here to try to control anybody. I'm here to just try to get to know you. I can see there's a bit of aggression when certain women talk to certain men. So I'm at in go ahead.
Okay. So, what percentage of black adult black males would you estimate are actually healthy and would be able to engage in a healthy relationship and create a healthy family with a woman?
I don't have the numbers. I don't have the
I said
numbers right there.
estimate. I'm asking you to estimate. What do you think? I'm asking you for your opinion. You don't need a number.
90.
Good answer.
Okay,
Black men don't cheat.
so we playing. Okay. So I would propose that there are actually very few of them, right? Just because of how black males are socialized and black men's culture, right? So y'all have a culture of disrespect, but y'all want the utmost respect, particularly from women, particularly from black women, right? But you aren't willing to give it in many instances.
No, we
And
are.
so that's an issue, right? Would you say that's an issue if that's the case?
That is an issue. I'm gonna give you that, but there's not a all of us that's doing that.
Right. It don't have, well, just it's not all the black
Okay,
women
okay.
who are talking to people crazy, right? But the
No,
thing
no,
is,
no, no. Hey, do not believe Sugar Bum. Do not believe Sugar Bum.
I don't think PhD, but I don't
She
think she
just
worried
trying.
about the comment. I think
Yeah,
she
she's trying
engaged
to
in the
start something.
conversation.
what
PhD,
She
you
just
happened?
know
gave
I
it
love.
a.
PhD, but you know I love you, girl.
What happened?
She loved the conversation. Look, and then you gonna say what happened? You see how King? You see he
PhD,
said
but you know I
nothing.
love you, girl. Don't believe that girl. That girl always be trying to start. Finish your statement, Queen.
I believe Sugar Bum.
No, I'm not. I'm not pandering. I'm actually standing on business. We from the same city. Go ahead.
Not that, but shout out, no, shout out to Chaotic Clubhouse is also in the building. Shout
Oh,
out to you, Sporty.
my
I see you do your thing. Shout out to
Sporty,
you,
shout
and
out to
now
you,
that shout out
man.
to the love Sherry Bryan, who also is in the building, and she also stated
Hey,
PhD, but she's in therapy. She actually stated that she's in therapy, which is
Who said
great.
that?
Sherry Bryan, she
Sherry
actually in
Bryan.
therapy.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
PhD, look what your homegirl just said.
Hold on. The comments aren't showing up for me for some reason. Let me see.
No, he
Oh,
highlighted. You ain't see the highlight?
Oh, okay. PhD even know I got a lot of her.
whew, you got me scared there. I was about to crawl back in my cave.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know why the comments aren't showing up. But anyways,
Yeah,
um, so that's the thing, right? So it's not enough to have a father in the home. There needs to be a healthy father, right? Exactly.
I agree.
And so
I agree. I agree.
I agree.
if there are is a dearth of healthy black men, then by extension there's going to be a dearth of healthy black fathers, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
And so in that case, if there's a dearth of healthy black men, why would you expect there to be a majority of healthy black women, right? And so what's going to happen when those healthy black women get with those unhealthy black men? The men gonna run them into the ground, right? They're gonna make them unhealthy.
Oh, and we see it now.
Right.
Yes.
And so I don't know. Again, I haven't read the article. Where did you find the article, Governor Ron?
Oh, it's in psychology.
So
Psychology Today?
Psychology.
yeah,
Yeah, psychology today.
there's
Okay.
one in Health Central that I found. There's another one in Mind, Body, and Counseling, counselingreno.com with
Okay.
what are Dottie issues, exploring complex relationships and dynamics, and
But no,
Psychology.
but PhD would do make a good point. They probably could be talking about white women and not really
Yeah,
talking about too much about black women
like,
because like you say, the number is very high when it comes to white women. But still, it's still a good conversation to have. But
so PhD.
Mhm.
My question is this, because you've been on here and we have tons of conversation and we know there is what do you think to try to help the relation between black men and black women as far as us being able to communicate better, getting in healthy relationships, and being able where it's not a gender war or a competition where she might feels that somebody's trying to oppress her or he might feels like somebody's trying to emasculate him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we would have to start by exercising the demon that is black men, first off. So
Wait, don't let her walk away from
Whoa.
that. Do not let her walk away from that, Hakeem and
Whoa.
Jordan. Don't let her walk away from that called
What
black
the
man
what the
demon.
hell?
The heck?
Damn.
Not only that, but who raised these black men? It'd be the black
it
woman.
don't
So the black
matter.
woman is the
It
demon.
don't
The black
matter.
woman is the devil.
Damn.
No,
The
he
black woman
just
is the
said
devil. If you say that's the case, the black woman is the devil because you the one that raising us. The daddy
absolutely
ain't
not.
there.
Hakeem just said, well, or was it you that just said black men are more involved in their children's lives
No,
than any
Jordan
other
said that. I
demographic
didn't
Jordan
say
of
said,
that.
men,
but
right?
Jordan said that. I
Right?
never
but
said that.
but statistically, listen, we can go to blackdemographics.com.
Uh-huh.
Statistically, black men are in the houses. It's on blackdemographics.com.
Okay, so then what are we talking about? If there are black men in the houses statistically, then what that means is if we're seeing this dysfunctional behavior in black women, it means it's a bunch of dysfunctional, unhealthy black men in the homes.
No,
Okay.
women too. Because there's sometimes a man could be that there'll be soft men out here, PG, but let's be real. Some soft men
I
won't even
Butter
they
crunch.
won't even touch a woman. The woman sometimes will beat up the man.
Yeah.
There's been stories about that.
I've
See,
been
even
beat
you
up
laughing. You
before.
from the hood, so you know.
I've been
Like
beat
I
up
you
am
know.
not
before.
Like
from the hood, sir. I'm from a very middle class, wonderful neighborhood. There's a book written about my neighborhood.
Which
uh
one? Richmond
uh
Heights?
Yes, absolutely.
Are you sure?
yeah, she's
Absolutely.
right. She is right. She
I
actually
was
showed me the
up and
book.
down US one my whole life shouting. Are you sure about that?
Double dog show.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She's staying on
Okay.
business, Hakeem.
I
Yeah,
see that now.
absolutely.
I'm gonna have to check your temperature.
Black man, we never say you guys was the devil. You're not the devil. You're not the devil. You're not the demon. We're broken. We're hurt because of our mama. We mad at our
Yeah.
mama.
Right. Well, I agree, but I think that black men, generally speaking, are angry with their mothers because they're angry with their mothers because for birthing them into last place. I think black men blame black women for that, for them being in last place.
Last place of what?
You know
That
what
was
I'm
my
talking
issue.
about, nigga. Don't sit up here talking about last place of
No,
what?
no.
What do you mean, like last place? Like what?
Look
Marriage?
there. I don't
Like
want
being
to
choose?
true
You
or
named it.
are you talking about in the hierarchy of human life?
Absolutely.
A
Absolutely.
beauty?
Woo, child.
Ooh, man. Well,
Absolutely.
but studies show that black men only date black. Majority date black women.
80%,
No.
85%.
I'm just
So
saying, y'all are angry with your mothers for birthing you into last place in the man Olympics, right?
damn.
Oh my God, man.
I got Hakeem, I'll let
PhD,
you push back. Go ahead.
PhD, but work with me here, baby. Work with me here. Work with me here.
What? I'm telling the
You
truth.
you know I be I've been taking slaughter fighting for
Hey,
you
look,
right
hey,
out here.
PhD, but even got people in Facebook saying, "Damn." I already know
Yeah,
that
you got
shit is
people in.
hurtful. What you saying?
Work with me here, PhD, but work with
PhD, you
me.
don't get PhD. You don't care about our feelings out here. You just out here trying to.
PhD, my family's watching.
Hi. Hi, family.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in your idea, we have a lot of black women watching us,
Mhm.
and you have been the pinnacle of greatness to them. So, because they listen to you now. When you came in here, hearts was flying up the thing. So I want to know if you're the pinnacle, how can I get better to talk to you? What can
Look
I
at
do
you.
to have a better conversation with you?
Okay, so seriously, to address the question of how
Yeah.
can we improve relations between
Mm.
black men and black women,
Yeah.
um, and kind of cut back on the gender war stuff.
Please.
I think so one thing is that black men are going to have to stop looking to black women to make y'all feel like men, right? Y'all are gonna have to have
Mm.
your own definition of manhood that is based solely on you and whatever characteristics or behaviors that y'all deem are appropriate. And so I think a lot of times black men do look to black women to make them feel like men, and so that's why there's a lot of like comparing, because in many of these conversations we hear black men like comparing themselves to black women a lot, which is very weird, because why are you comparing yourself to
I agree with you.
your counterpart, right? Because when y'all come together, hopefully you're going to multiply whatever each of you brings, and grow it.
No, PhD, but it's not very weird because remember, they've been raised with their mama their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna tend to have those tendencies.
So the fathers aren't involved.
The father isn't involved as much as the mother is.
Well, that's across the board. Even if a father's in the home, he's not going to be as involved as much as a mother. Mothers typically do the majority of the child care stuff, right? When the child gets sick, it's typically going to be the mama who stay home with him, not the dad.
Yeah, that is correct.
So,
yes, that is correct.
Right. So I don't really think we can blame it on that, right? So y'all need y'all fathers to be your primary caretakers. Is that what you're saying?
No. We need him to provide.
We need him to provide
making
and then make sure he give us shelter and make sure he give my mama the money so she can make sure I get well for school tomorrow.
But the thing is about it, guys, the average people the average man is it can't provide like that. They gonna need help with the woman, especially how the inflation is right now.
Ooh, child.
Jordan, we don't want you to agree with PhD, but we're trying to be. What the hell are you doing?
Jordan, she's gonna slaughter
we don't
us
want you
with
to,
this
exactly. Exactly. We want you to disagree so you can get her
I
against
get
the rule.
the disagreement. There's some I disagree, but I'm just going by average. Oh, hold on, I got to put my baby to sleep. Go ahead.
Oh, too cute.
Yeah, it's 40. It's 40. You welcome to come on the panel. The link is there, so you guys are welcome to.
Come on,
you guys
baby.
welcome to come on.
Come on, just do us that favor, baby. You too smart.
Who is that? Sporties.
That's 40. Yeah, 40.
Sporties, you bring yourself up here if you want to.
Come on, sir. But we just know it's a safe place for black women here.
Yeah,
it's a safe haven.
It's a safe haven.
A safe haven. It's a Christian-based channel. And you know what I mean?
Now that, but shout out to Kev.
And a lot of white knights.
Kev, you also welcome to come on the panel as well. You also welcome.
A lot of white knights. You was ready to jump on that white girl for you. Was ready. I was hurt. I was ready to
PhD gonna hold her own. Stop being white knight saviors.
I'm sorry.
All black women strong enough. All black women made to fight. I keep telling people that. Black women are made to fight.
No, we're not.
Ronnie,
you ain't say the animal kingdom. I keep saying the lion chill. The lioness go out there and fight. They go out there and hunt. They go out there. They are made the woman.
Listen,
they call them the woman king.
Listen. I don't want her to be. I want her to be weak so we can fight for her, baby.
That's right. I'm gonna rest in my femininity.
No, I want you to fight. I want you to fight. I need a Krishan Rock. We need a Krishan Rock out here. We need y'all to fight.
We need to normalize black soft girl era.
Right. That's right, Hakeem. That's right.
Black woman was in a Panther party. They was fighting. They made to fight.
I wanted to clip toenails. I wanted to go get lattes in the morning when I'm out here sweating at Quick Creek, laying that concrete for her. Come on,
all right.
Hey, no, but shout out to KL504 and shout out to Camila Garcia.
Camille Garcia from Facebook.
She's on your side.
Where Kev been? Kev, I ain't seen.
Kev said he left the space. Some of the content creators he said it was too much. It's always the same conversation.
Hey,
so he be over here sometimes.
Camilla said, "Don't color purple. Don't color purple out here, sir."
Right.
Because I want a woman to fight. Because I want a woman to fight.
We're not fighting anymore, sir.
No. We want.
What you mean? Black woman's in the military. Black women out there walking the field. Protesting, they fight. They walk in the field. Protesting. They out there protesting.
Stay home,
black
ladies.
women stay. She said, "Stay home, lady." But go ahead, Jordan. Jordan was going to say something. I was waiting for him to come back.
I'm sorry, I've got my train of thought. The baby. Go. I'll jump in.
Shout out to Ashton Williams. That's the big blurs in the building. Go ahead.
PhD, but that could be you. Baby, we gonna get you pregnant one day, baby.
But baby, PhD even have it. That ain't never happening. She don't want no demons out here. She don't want no demons.
Listen, how it gonna be demons when she's a queen? A woman with that mentality ain't gonna raise no demon. He might be state senator. Let's get it, man.
You know
Hey,
what?
Sugar Bum said, Hakeem, she's imagining your feet. Sugar Bum, she's
Oh,
laughing.
listen, I am from Florida and I walked barefoot my most life on that concrete.
Not bare feet.
On that concrete. How many times you see them kids playing basketball with no shoes on the court?
But no, but go ahead. I can't. So let's back. Yeah, but back to the subject. So we want healthy relationship,
Right.
healthy marriage, healthy black family. Especially this is Juneteenth, right?
Mhm.
So for that to happen, both party need therapy. But if you ask me, I think women need more therapy the most.
No, really.
Ooh,
And why would you say
whoa.
that?
We're gonna get slaughtered today.
Because y'all more emotional than men are.
But I don't think that's the case. Remember, y'all have been raised by your mothers. So you all are equally as emotional, right? If not more, right? Because y'all don't know how to control that testosterone. And so the way that you all express your emotions tend to be way more extreme and way more harmful, right? So it's black males, not black females, that commit a disproportionate number of homicides in this country every year, right?
Ooh,
But
Jesus.
the only reason why we do the homicide is not because we're emotional, it's because we're
What?
passionate.
Oh, what's so passion isn't an emotion?
No, passion is just an energy that we just
No,
use.
nigga, that's an emotion. Stop it.
On serious trip, I would say both parties need therapy, but I think women need it the most because women tend, especially women today. You know why, PhD? Because women today tend to hold their emotion in to the point it's driving them crazy. And I
But
know you've been seeing that.
that's the thing though. By every study, every metric, black women have the best mental health of all groups in this country, right? So we delete ourselves the least, right? We're on psychotropic meds the least, right? We have the best mental health outcomes of any group. And so I don't understand where you're getting this from, right? Because it's the black men, you all delete yourselves way more than we do. And you all are on medications way more than we are, right? Because they start y'all out when you're young and won't sit your asses down in school by putting you on the Ritalin. And that
Mhm.
shit fucks up y'all's brains, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because that happened to my brother. You have a point on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Go ahead, Jordan.
So
Speak it.
No, I mean, no, she's telling the truth, and also, she made
I
the point
can
about how us we're more suicidal than women too, which is the big thing, and
I'm not. I can't disagree with you because I've had a nephew that had got to put on it, and we early was trying to, and it's so funny. Once you get on it, you got to fight to get them off it.
Right.
yeah,
No, but
You know what I
I'm
mean?
laughing because no Chasers laughing. I want to know why no Chasers laughing.
Yeah.
No Chaser,
But
why you laughing? I want to know why he's laughing. I want to know
PhD,
if he did agree or disagree with PhD. But go ahead.
PhD, I want to ask, how do you feel about black women and black men going to therapy together? Like, would you ever go to therapy with somebody?
Um
PhD ain't going to nobody's couch.
Would you
You
do?
think she laugh?
Would
PhD
you?
ain't. I can't. She ain't going to nobody's couch. I'm
You
telling you
see what
that
I'm saying?
right
Would
now.
you? Because it's a good question. Like, should we normalize when you meet somebody, we both go to therapy together? She took a deep breath.
I
Come on.
told you she ain't
yeah.
going. I told you she ain't going to nobody's
Let's
couch.
get
I'm
you see,
telling
you
you, that's
see.
not happening.
I thought listen,
That's
come on.
not happening.
Listen, I'm trying to be solution based here, baby. Come on.
Right. But I think so for me, I honestly question the efficacy of therapy, right? And so I don't know that I would think, just say off the rip, just go to therapy with somebody you meet and then you
Yeah,
decide that
but
you want to be in a
to have a conversation to somebody who's not going to have a biased opinion on things that you have dealt with, things that they have dealt with, so you can hear things out in the beginning and to be able to work through some things before sex. Because
No,
after
no,
this,
but hold on. I can't keep her there. Even though she not a fan of therapy, but yet she want black men to go to therapy.
you see, that's
How you gonna
crazy.
give us medicine, but you don't take the
Diva,
medicine yourself?
Diva, help!
Well,
Don't make me put on the ski mask now. Help me out here.
what? So that's the thing, though.
Don't let her run.
Didn't say anything about black men going to therapy. As a matter of fact, my solution for black men's dysfunction was exorcism, right? We got to exercise them
Oh
demons.
my God!
That's the
See
only
me
way.
go to church. They
The
do
only
they
way,
do
bruh.
the holy water, like the Lord forgive thee. I'm about that.
Exactly.
Get it out of there.
Exactly. The
Get it
power
out
of
of there.
Christ compels you.
Huh?
Look what Camille Garcia said. She said, "I feel like we should be able to recognize your flaws enough that therapy is an option for you to improve in the beginning of a relationship, so you don't bring that burden to others, especially if you know it can affect your relationship significantly."
No, but most of the time, men do try to communicate with a woman. But the problem is, women say men don't know how to they don't know how to communicate effectively. They communicate one side way of the conversation. They don't know how to do it when it comes to the aspect of talking to a woman. So with a woman, for example, let's say me and PhD were dating. We're not dating, but let's say we're dating, and I'm saying, hey, the way you set up that table is wrong, but they don't like the way I'm saying it. She may not like it. Say, no, you shouldn't say it like that. You should say, baby, the way you setting up that table is wrong. Like you got to use the word baby, which makes no
No,
sense.
I'ma
I'm
just
still
tell her.
communicating. Go ahead.
I'ma just tell you, nigga, then you said
Oh Lord,
it.
I told you that I can't. What I told you, they love violence. Black women love violence.
listen.
Black women love violence.
She's doing this online, but I bet you'll be submissive behind them doors, though.
PhD we got a.
You see
She
how
got some
quiet she
guns. I
got?
can't. No,
You
because
see
she
how
got some
quiet
guns.
she?
She got some guns. She'll put you in the
PhD, but you're not
ground.
gonna respond to that. You're not gonna
PhD will
respond
put
to
it.
that.
She got some guns. I can't. She'll put you on that ground. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Um,
No,
Jen
but
gave.
okay. So I think, certainly if people want to go to therapy, go to therapy. I just don't know about like immediately going to therapy. As soon as you meet someone and decide, hey, I want to explore whether or not we can have a relationship. But the thing I would say is focus on, even if you're not with somebody currently, I mean, that's the best time to work on it, right? Work on your
Yes.
communication skills, because one thing that I've noticed being on a show where we talk to a lot of different men is that a lot of times black men have a hard time expressing their thoughts in a cogent and a cogent way that like makes sense. And so it's that fourth grade reading level, right? But a lot of times they'll get frustrated because they can't express themselves, or because as a woman, I can take what they're saying and break it down and make them look, some type of way, or point out how it doesn't make sense. And then they'll become frustrated, and then they start, engaging in the disrespectful stuff, which is part of the culture. And so I think black men need to focus on embracing a culture of respect, right? Knowing how to give respect to others, and knowing how to command respect for yourselves. And then I also think y'all need to work on your communication skills and know how to express your thoughts in a way that others can understand.
I can't disagree with you. I do want to spin a narrative for you. Camille said, but your communication skills are a reflection of your maturity between each other, and that is not a gender thing. That is an individual problem. What you think about that?
I think generally speaking, again, black men read on the fourth grade level. If you read on the fourth grade level, how are you going to speak? Right? And so I think a lot of men speak like a rap song.
No, but quick question. But you know the average reading level in America is the fifth grade, right? Just saying.
That's not true.
I was gonna say this,
Oh my
PhD.
God.
PhD. I was gonna
Come
say
on,
See
this.
me
man.
cab laughing. Even cab laughing. And Hakeem, you notice she was quiet.
She
They say that's
was.
not true. Because that's the
I,
truth. The
I think.
average
It's
reading
not
level in
true.
America is
Listen,
fifth grade.
PhD, you ain't mentioned it. You ain't mentioned nothing about women. Are women reading on the fourth grade level too?
No,
No.
women tend to read higher. They read higher.
Right.
I think
Right.
they read at the eight or ninth grade level. But I
So
could
let
be
me
wrong though. I
let me
could be
spin a
wrong.
narrative.
I
Let me
think
spin
it's
a
A.
narrative.
It's A.
Is that
So it is eight. Okay.
so? Let me spin a narrative for you.
Well,
Let's say
you know what that means. That means the teachers of our children are failing the boys.
And
Yes,
it,
we know that,
yeah.
Cal. But that's a whole
Well,
nother
no,
conversation.
no. Let's do this. So this is the thing with black men. Why do y'all always take a victim posture, right? It's always somebody doing something to y'all. What? So okay. Look, the little girls. Okay, first off, little black girls are in the same classrooms as the little black boys. So why are they having that issue? Then, if we think that school education has been feminized, okay, well, the little white boy, the little Latino boy, and the little Asian boy is in the same classroom with the little
Oh
black
no,
boy.
but but let me tell you why, PhD, because sometimes it goes back to the mother. The mother babies the boys
My
and put more
God.
pressure on the girls.
Oh my
I'm
God.
wrong?
It's
PhD, I'm wrong for
always
that?
somebody else's fault.
It
Why
was
isn't it
deep.
that black
Listen,
males don't value education? Why isn't it that?
I do value
okay.
education. I think education is very important. But go ahead, Cal.
No, she's right though, because and I can tell you how I was in my family and across the South, and just the mentality. The men went to work when they were very young. Even if it was a farm, if it was construction, or if it was welders, they had welders, stuff like that. It was always a big thing. My aunts and them went to college. They went to Xavier University, Southern University. And that was always acceptable because you wanted the women to get the education so they could compete. Because the big thing was that if they had a healthcare issue with black women, we need more black women in the healthcare field so people, so our people could get treated right. And that was a big thing. Also, teachers, we needed that, and we had a lot of black women teachers. Then, so we was always groomed to, 18. If I can get a job working and have a future and retire, that was always good. We just didn't focus on that. So she's right that the girls did get a better education because they were more focused on it, and that was their thing. Girls, and I
Yeah,
think I raised
but
kids. I raised kids. I think girls are naturally smarter in school.
no, not only that, but the parents tend to pressure the women more than the boys. I'm telling you. You say that
Right,
more
that's
likely when the
true.
boys in school, the boys are more focused on sports. They say go play basketball, go play football. They never tell the boys go to the library and read a book.
Right, and
I
but
don't.
see,
I don't know.
I have to do that with my daughters because I know that she got to survive, and that's why they do that.
There
Like,
you
like I
go.
got to
The
raise
facts,
I
Cal.
got to raise my child to survive, and I hate to say it, not to have to rely on a man. I got to raise her like that for some independence, and I have to raise her like that. I just don't want that to sink in to nurture other people and stuff like that. That should just be the basics. But I have to raise her that way, and she need an education to get a good job. That's what
But
it's
Cam,
for.
I have a question for you. Though. What's wrong with to depend on a man for your point of view? Why do you gotta raise him of not to depend on a man?
Well,
Good
because I
question,
think
Jordan.
it's today's society and all the freedoms that they have. I mean, girls and men can make their own decisions. Some of them, because if girls getting married later and stuff like that, in her years of 19 to 20, 25 years old, she got to learn how to survive on her own before she gets that, covering or whatever that relationship thing. She definitely has to know how to survive. If she can't survive, then how she gonna have a family survive?
But the thing is, you
Right? You know what
it's
I'm saying?
I agree and I disagree. And, I agree
Yeah,
too because
it's a
I'm
rock and a
really
hard place.
it's not dark in a hard place because, like I said, I have a daughter. I have a child. I have a daughter too. And
Uh,
my thing is, it's like I want, like I said, I want my daughter to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Self-sufficient. Do what she need to do. But the thing is, it's like I don't want I want my daughter to be self-sufficient. But the thing is, I want her to make sure that if you can work with a man, if you could be compatible with a man, it's nothing wrong if you have a relationship to depend on your man to order to make the family
Right.
to so in order to make the family to work out, and also if you want to get married and everything, um,
Oh yeah.
this, huh?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I do the same
Okay.
thing. That way, I don't want you to look down on the damn bus driver just because you have a degree just because you a pharmacist. You
Okay.
know, there's nothing wrong. That's a good. If he's a good man, that's a man to marry.
Right.
You
No,
don't
hell
have
no.
to.
See, that's
Tell
the problem.
504 daughters, don't
See,
you do that to yourself,
see,
man,
see,
sis.
see, see,
Don't
Cap,
you
see,
do
Cap.
it.
The issue is, women are married to their education instead of actually being
Right,
married to that man. There's been stories, countless
right,
stories, where women are now divorcing men because his education level is low.
right. Well,
They
that's
don't care
fine
about love
too.
anymore. They don't care
Right.
about love.
And
They
that
don't care about none of that.
and that's
Well, the
Look,
fine.
thing
PhD was
is,
laughing because you know
no,
what
no,
we're
no,
trying to
I'm
do.
laughing
you know it's true.
because no.
Hmm.
So the thing is, so Jordan asked, why not? Well, why teach the daughters not to depend on a man? The reason to teach black girls not to depend on a man is because most of the black males aren't gonna have it, right? So you're gonna set yourself up for failure if you trying to depend on a man, right? So even when I was in grad school, and I was dating guys in grad school, um, I figured out very quickly, like, okay, I'm gonna be able to out earn all these motherfuckers, right?
You
And
see,
so,
Hakeem, you see how they talk?
And
You
right,
see how
that's
they what they
fine.
do
Yep.
themselves?
Okay, there it
no,
is
That
right
shit is
there.
crazy.
Let
And the
it let
thing
it
is,
talk.
out earning, and to me,
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
but
gotta
part
let
right
it.
there.
You
no, but
gotta
let
let
her
it
let her
finish
finish
Okay,
it.
though.
so
Let her
Let
let
her
me
finish
tell
her
you
finish.
point.
why. And I'll tell you why that is important, right? Because when I did my first internship, my boss of my internship was a white woman, and
Mm-hmm.
she was telling me, just in conversation, she wasn't like complaining about it or anything, but she was saying her husband was a school teacher, so she was the primary breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
because she had a PhD, she was earning six figures, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so she said when she had her first child, she had a very difficult delivery, um, and she said after her 6 weeks of maternity leave, she still wasn't physically ready to go back to work.
Right.
However, because she was the breadwinner, she had to get up and go back to work, right? And so when she told me that, I was traumatized for her, and I said that'll never happen to me.
And the thing is
Right.
about it, how Supreme Goddess, it's that same situation happened to my wife. She had a difficult pregnancy. She had to do a C-section.
Hmm.
She had a blood hemorrhage. She had went through all that. And for me, what I had to do is like, even though she had to work back a little early, I did not want her to because I can go back and work a couple jobs and everything. Do add a couple jobs and everything. And to me, it's like, but it depends on, what tax brackets they was on too. Because if she was making six figures, how much the guy was making? Did she say that?
Like $40,000. He was a
Yeah,
school
regular
teacher.
garbage man.
That was a white woman or a black woman? Hold
It
on,
was
that
a
was a
white
white
woman.
woman.
Yeah, white
See,
woman.
look, Hakeem, a white woman, but yet black women complain.
No,
Hey, if
She
I
had
was,
no
no. So
issues.
it's not about complaining. It's just I'm not gonna do that to myself.
But what if somebody is willing to suffer through it and work all the jobs so you can stay home?
Exactly. So you can stay
Okay, so he
home.
gonna work. Let me see. Okay, so if that man was, okay, so that man was gonna work 4 jobs to match her income.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What do you like?
It ain't enough time in the day,
it,
man. It ain't enough
yeah.
time in the day.
And he,
Um,
yeah, for him, man. To me, today they wasn't really prepared for it. To me, that's all about planning. If you don't plan well, it's gonna suffer.
Yeah, yeah, you will. You would.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
agree with.
I mean, and certainly there's an element of that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't want to be attached. I wouldn't want to take on that role as primary breadwinner. I think it places an undue amount of stress on a woman, and so that's just not something that I think a woman should go into casually.
Okay.
Right, I think a woman should think long and hard before she does that. So chaotic clubhouse, what are you talking about? Tell you how to invest in debt. So the thing
Because
about it
you
is,
tend to go to college. I tend to go to college, and I continue to go to college and rack up debt more
okay,
than a
well,
house payment.
so the thing is, a PhD is free, right? So they paid me to go to college. So I don't know what debt you're talking about, sweetie pie.
He's not talking about you, but the
Oh,
average
okay,
black
all right.
woman, but the
Yeah,
average black woman is
everybody
in
in this
debt.
privilege. Yeah.
According to finance.com, black women are the highest when it comes to debt.
So
Right, but do y'all know the difference between black women and okay? So who is the next highest group?
I think eight.
Hispanics. I think
No,
Spanish.
it's black men in terms of debt, college debt, right? And
No
despite the
college
fact
debt.
that despite the fact that y'all don't go that often, When y'all do go, y'all taking out loans just like the women are. But again,
Yeah, we
it's
do.
like $29,000 for black women as opposed to maybe like $25,000 for the average
Yeah, but
other student, right?
a lot of
So
black
it's
men
not even
also
a
go to trade schools.
well. I mean, I guess they could. I
That's
don't
a
know
big
why
that
they
I know
aren't.
that that's what they do. I mean,
Black
you know,
men are
truck
not in the
drivers.
skilled trades in high numbers. No, absolutely not. And
Yeah,
I don't know where you have
yeah,
evidence coming from.
but that's also part of what we're doing as opposed to not when we're not in college. That's not factored in like that. Like when I go get my
No,
CDL
no,
or
no.
just uh,
Right.
or when I
But that's the
go to
thing.
construction and stuff like that, I don't have to take out a
Right.
loan.
But see,
Right,
this
so
is
that
the
only takes 6 months
that's
of
fine.
schooling, and
But
so that cuts
again,
down. That's a
black
different
men
thing.
are not in the skilled trades in large numbers, right? So we got this federal agency
Well,
called the
what do you
Department
think
of
black
Labor.
men are in large numbers?
No, no, okay, hold on. Can I? So there's the Department of Labor actually tracks these things, and so you can go to, look up any job and it's going to tell you you can get the racial breakdown, right? So in construction or whatever else, it's not a large number of black men in construction. And a lot of those skilled trades have unions, and if we know the history of unions, then we understand why black men wouldn't be in the skilled trades in large numbers.
I would say a trade school, baby. I don't
No,
understand
no, no.
that there's a difference
I'm
between
a
skilled
listen,
trades and not to you.
Kevin.
Oh, Hakeem about to go in the bag.
Sad is. I'm gonna have to agree with her. I'm gonna have to
Right,
agree with it because I went to the plumbers union 3 years in a row and they denied me.
right.
Why?
And that's what
Why
they're
did they
there
deny you?
for.
Did they tell you why?
They did. They did not. They say I didn't qualify. They say
Hmm.
Okay,
Interesting.
it
was there a qualification? Like I was a UPS driver, and there's truckers unions and stuff like. I was talking about trades in general.
yeah,
There are pipe fitters and things like that.
Right.
yeah,
Welders.
That's a
I'm down
skilled
here.
trade.
I'm
That's a
down.
skilled
Yes, but I'm
trade.
yeah,
down
yeah.
here in I'm down here in Avondale and stuff like that. I see black people working. And what I'm looking at is different than what you're saying. So, but even if you say that, like when you say, well, black men ain't gonna have it. Well, most black men are middle class middle class earners,
But no,
and it's
okay.
like
So
that's
please, let me speak to that point because I'm so sick of
right.
hearing y'all talk about how most black men are middle class earners when y'all clearly did not read that freaking study, right? So
Okay,
the study measured middle class earn. Well, first of all, it never really specified what middle class meant, right? So we didn't even know what dollar amount a person had to earn in order to be classified as middle class in that
I could
study.
tell you.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay, so you read the study?
Yes, it was
Okay,
between
so what was it?
45 to 100,000 would be considered middle class
No, 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 no,
for
absolutely
a
not. Stop
single
it.
per.
No,
Okay, well, for a
no,
single person.
no, no.
All
So
right.
you're not answering the question that I asked. I asked about
Okay,
that
well, I'm answering the
specific.
question I'm
Okay,
asking, though, but go ahead, babe.
you're not. And don't call me baby. So number one, that study that they're citing um didn't measure that study that they're citing didn't measure middle class in terms of individual income, right? It actually looked at household income, right? And so one of the primary predictors of black men
Cam,
being
mute your
in the
mic.
middle class was marriage.
Uh, Go ahead. Repeat that again, PhD. Sorry, because his mic was it was getting feedback. Go ahead, PhD. Say that again. What you just
What
said.
is that? Hold on. Educational attainment of the labor force. Okay. So I was saying the study measure or identify middle class based on household income. And one of the primary predictors of being in the middle class was marriage, right? So in one of the supplemental little charts, it talks about how 70% of the married men were in the middle class compared to 40% of the divorced men and about 25% of the never married men.
Mm.
Yeah. So
So the only way they classify you as middle class if you was married.
no, no, no.
Now,
That's not what I'm saying. Oh, no. So it marriage was a predictor of being in the middle class. right? Because
Right.
they measured household income, right? So if you're married, you got two incomes.
Right. So what PSG was saying is like, it's me and my wife, first person I met a single. That's not in a house, maybe in a household, but in that's single. So I get what PSD was talking about.
No, I get what she's saying, but I only say
Mhm.
that because of the aspect of the audience. That's the only way. But I get what she's saying, of course. I get
Okay.
what we're saying.
Yeah, no,
But
no,
of course, we know the average black man is struggling financially because the average black man make about what, like 47 to 52,000 a year. You get what I'm saying? So we understand that. But however, black men are trying to strive to have higher income. We are.
Yeah. So PhD, bro,
how? What y'all
it,
doing to strive to have higher
we're
income?
going back to
Prime
school with.
example, no, like you said it. No, you even said it. Like some, but PhD, you said it. You say like, oh, black men are not getting student loan debt, so that means we're going back to school. Some black, like Kev said, some black men are doing trade. Sporty, who's also in the chat, got his own businesses. A lot of black men are putting in the work.
So it's 100K to have a baby.
No, it's way more than that,
Okay,
baby. 100K. Stop it.
I'm asking. So a nigga got to make 100K.
No, you got to
120.
make way more than that.
Okay. Okay.
200K, a half a mil.
A half a mil. I
Oh, well,
might
that's
just.
certainly nice. That's certainly
I
nice.
might as well
Yeah.
start selling dope then.
She said inflation.
Right, right.
She
Hey,
said
we gotta
Inflation.
live. We gotta
it.
live.
But so PhD in your mind, it's not about love anymore. It's about resources and
Um,
financial gain.
well, I think that it can be about multiple things, right? I'm not gonna solely uh base a marriage on love, right? Because that will ebb and wane. Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Is ebb and flow? I think it's ebb and flow. Or
Yep.
wax
Yep.
and wane. Yeah, it'll wax and wane. Um, and so, I've always said, like, in my top 5 of priorities in the man, love may not even make it into that top 5, right?
Wow.
So,
That's
Is it in
yeah.
the top 10?
that really hurts
Yeah,
to
it's
hear
in the
that.
top 10. We'll give it
Okay,
That
top
that's
10.
dude,
fine.
that hurt. Top. See that not even in the top 5. So you don't believe in love, PhD, but do you?
No, I'm
But
not
I know
saying
you
that
said
at
that.
all. No, no, no. I think that you certainly can. I certainly believe in love, but again, I don't think that I'm going to base a major life decision solely on that.
Okay.
You don't believe in taking risks?
Not when it comes to something like that. No, absolutely not. No.
Maybe in your 20s, not in your 30s and 40s. Now, you can't be taking big risks like that,
Right.
especially as a man.
PhD, but you got to be out there. You got to get some love before you hit the grave. You can't just be like too much about this bag.
You need to
You can't
Uh,
take the
relinquish.
bag with you. You can't take
You
the
need.
bag with you when you're gone.
Listen. You need
I'm
to
aware. That's
relinquish.
why I'm spending it all now.
No. You need to relinquish power.
I got 8 carats on my ankle right now.
Damn,
Yeah, absolutely.
I barely have 1 carat. You get what I'm saying?
I'm as a, I got a couple
No, I'm
dope
being
boy
honest. I'm not a
chains.
jury. I'm
You
not
know
a
what I mean?
jury guy. I don't like jury. For some reason, I never like jury. I'm not like somebody give me
I
a
love.
watch. It's like whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not a
love
jury guy.
jewelry.
I
You know
love
what I mean?
cars though, but no, I'm not a jury guy.
Yeah,
No.
people. So we got to sell a lot of dope then.
Hey, Hakeem, she asked you a risk. Hakeem, she mean what do you mean by risk?
I
Camilla.
mean, like take a risk on love, like just gamble a little bit. You know, what I mean? You
So
never know
this
what
is
you
the
can.
thing. You don't sit there and say
I
something like
can't.
that, but when black women do that all the time, and when it blow up in their face, then y'all be the first ones to look at them and tell them you should have chose better.
No, we're not saying this because this is a safe place for black women. We said,
No,
damn.
no, no, no. I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
No,
Y'all,
no, no.
y'all should have chose
I'm
better
not saying,
because they
and I'm
choosing
not
wrong.
pandering, and I'm not pandering. I'm gonna say, baby girl, there's always gonna be somebody to be a
No, but to
stepdad.
me, no, Hakeem, you
You know
don't
what I
find
mean?
it's an issue. That like, for example, you don't find it's an issue. There's women like PhD, but who very smart, very
Oh
intelligent.
yeah,
They won't
yeah,
take
yeah.
a chance, but then you
They
have a
won't.
sexy
Yeah,
red who will take a chance on a man. That don't make any sense.
she gonna pop it. She gonna pop it for you. She'll drop another baby now.
Oh, is
She
that
would.
right?
She would take a man. She wouldn't even care about the welfare system. She wouldn't care about the
You know what I
medical
mean?
bill. She was like, yo, I love this man. I would take a chance on him. But then you have a one with a PhD who
She
making all this
won't even
money,
do it. We
she
just
won't
asked her for
even do
two.
it.
Just two. We ain't asked her for five. Just two. As smart as you is, we know you can read. You'll build the nation, the mother of nations.
I tell you what you do. I pick them up, and then
Anything to say on that?
I think Jordan was saying something.
Yeah, Jordan was saying something. Jordan, you were saying something?
No, I'm sorry. I had to get my daughter. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
So I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? And I know that a lot of women are disdained from past situations, and they might be affected by their friends and family situation, but that shouldn't hold bearings to them. It should only be in to be like, hey, I might just need that little be more discernment. We're not blaming on them. They rolled the dice and they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to do better, because let's be honest. I know family looks different to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And family is different in many people's eyes, and we're not saying that. But for a lot of people who want that nucleus, we should just try a little harder. As focused as you was to get that PhD, I need you to be focused to get married and being
But
being a husband.
Hakeem already stated before. A lot of these women don't want to get married.
No, they
Yeah.
Some of
don't.
these women are married. They don't know for real. Some women just want to have a man to have a good time with, and that's it.
You
Well,
see,
no. So
no.
this is the thing, and okay. So what is what? So how does a husband enhance a woman's life? Go.
Oh, I like that. So as in conjunction, she enhances your life as well. There's things I'm not good at. You're going to be
No,
good
no,
at,
no,
but
no, 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 no. See, we going down the wrong
okay, okay,
road.
okay. So you
She
want
talking
so
about
You gonna
husband.
give
She talking
me?
about husband.
Right. I'm being selfish, and so what am I gonna get from having a husband
you're
that's
gonna
gonna
get
enhance my life that I couldn't get
you're gonna
otherwise?
get protection.
Oh,
You're
stop
gonna
it.
you're
Okay,
gonna get
okay.
protection. You're gonna
How?
get better deals
Protection from what?
because men are gonna when you're out here and a woman by yourself, men are gonna get over on you. So when you have a man near you, you're gonna get the man price. We know we
Wait
live
a
in a
minute.
very
Hold on. But this is the thing. So the man price. So you think men don't get taken advantage of?
no, they do. They do.
Right.
Not that,
And
but
so how you
not
gonna
only that,
protect me
PhD,
from getting taken advantage of if you getting taken advantage of too?
not only that, PhD, you're gonna get a lot of sex. So
So D is I don't need to be married to get a
No,
lot
no,
of sex.
not this. You're gonna get leadership, guidance,
Okay, okay.
I
So
was
this is
companionship.
I
I
can't
was
don't let her
gonna
run
Um,
from that.
say
I can't don't let her
no,
run
no,
from that
look,
sex
I
part.
know she's
Don't
gonna
let her run
slaughter
from that
me.
sex part. Don't let her
I
run
know
from that
she.
sex part. Don't let her run. She's running. Don't let her run
I'm
from that
not
sex
running
part.
No,
at
no, no.
all.
Chaotic. She doesn't hate U.S. men. She hates certain U.S. men. Chaotic.
So he say she hate us
She
men.
No, she doesn't hate us. She love us over here. Chaotic.
no, she hate the Haitian man because she said we cheaters
No, no, no,
by
no,
nature.
no, no, no. We're not cheaters by nature. Listen,
I
we
can't. You
just
forgot
ain't.
about that. She
We,
been saying that for the longest, and
listen.
you have not
Listen.
counterattack her
I
argument.
have PSD, so I block certain things out. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my gosh.
I block certain things out.
Well,
Go
you
ahead.
know what? No, no, no. Let me pose that question to Jordan because Jordan is a husband. So
Yeah.
Jordan, what does your wife? How do you enhance your wife's life?
I would say for me, I'll see what decision issues because sometimes you really can make fast decisions, or sometimes you can make critical decisions at some things. I
Mm-hmm.
do help her out with that.
Okay.
Planning, what like anything from trips, planning anything to do with money, businesses, helping her out with her dog business. I remember helping like when she wants to start her doggy business, and she really had any experience on that. And I had experience with dogs, breeding them and everything. And I helped her about how take care of a dog, um, um, when to take them outside, behavior of a dog. Also, like set her prices, her price fair and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and all that type of things. And after that, her first year she did okay, and then 2 years later, I mean, it was one time, she was making between 2 to 3 grand a month on getting dogs and everything.
All right.
And I'm proud of her. Even though I helped out in the background,
Mm-hmm.
she did the work, and then I'm proud of her of that and everything. So me, it's basically decision, critical thinking, planning, this stuff like that, and it works wonders, not just for her, but both of us as well.
Okay.
Y'all ain't PhD but run because she read an article where there's an article stated that black women don't benefit from marriage. I would say I keep telling y'all don't let her run. She
And
is running.
also, and also too, like basic stuff like cooking. Like we love to cook, so there's sometimes she might be feeling well, especially with the baby and everything. I know she, of course we take turns and everything, but majority she has a baby and everything. But when it comes to household chores like cleaning, especially cooking, I love to cook. There's sometimes she might not cook for a week or two or something like that, and I just take care of the cooking and everything. So when it comes to having kids. There's sometimes, you gotta really some priorities I have to take up more, which is not a problem. So if you have like when it comes to kids, being a dad and also being a husband, make sure I do my part or a little bit more that works out as well.
Ooh,
So
child.
So I think Jordan gave, I think he gave really good answers, right? So the decision making part is really big because I often think to myself, damn, I wish I had somebody else to, deal with this and, take this and run with it. So I think that's really key. Also, he helped her build her business, right?
No, but
And then
no, but
just like
PhD, but I
overall
think you full of
lightening her
crap.
load, huh?
PhD, but I feel like you full of crap. No man ain't gonna make no decision making around you. You gonna make
No,
all the
absolutely.
decisions.
There's some stuff like if you have a particular expertise or if I know that you're well versed in something, I would love to not have to think about that. Go ahead, take it. Right?
Yeah, I think Supreme God is if the man has a good tracker of turning pennies into dollars or hundreds of dollars, of course he's gonna take the advice.
You
Right,
see,
exactly.
he said a key word, a track record. So, do
Right.
men have to present a track record when we meeting women now?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
YouTube. That's YouTube talk.
No, it's not. So the thing is, the track record is going to be what you've done in your own life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're leading yourself.
But
As an example, right?
I don't need to present it to you. You gonna automatically see it and display it. When we interact with different people or we doing business trade, you will see it. I don't need to present it to you like, look, this is what I can do. You
What?
gonna
Okay,
see it.
maybe it don't have to be that explicit, but again, I think, one of the important things that Jordan mentioned was just being able to lighten that woman's load.
Yeah. So a partnership, like Sophia always say.
Right.
So you want a partnership as well,
Certainly, yes.
but you still want him to pay 80% of the bills, but you want a
She
No, no,
making
partnership.
all
no,
the money. She
no.
make 80% of the money.
No. I want him to pay 100% of the bill.
So there
Oh
ain't no
wow, that's
partnership.
crazy.
Yeah, there ain't no part. That's crazy.
That partnership. So you and listen, are you
Hey,
gonna cook, clean, and clip
PhD want a
toenails?
millionaire. That's what she want.
Are you gonna cook? Are you gonna listen? Is somebody willing to pay 100% of the bill? You gonna drop two babies and clip toenails and cook?
What is it with you and these toenails? Okay, so what if I send you? We go get pedicures together and get our toenails clipped.
I don't mind that, but one time out the month, I want to see the humility by you on your knees cutting them. I need to know that you really belong to me.
You know what?
I really need to know you
I
really
tell you,
belong to me.
she ain't
That's
doing none of
crazy.
that.
Listen,
That's
because
crazy.
listen, I'll go by the pads. I'll walk in there.
Also, PhD in your past, you never provided for a guy at all. You never took care of it like in your younger days.
No.
So the guys always took care of you, always.
Yes.
So basically, niggas just been cutting checks all this time.
Well, I
I
mean,
found out
that's
to
the
be.
thing. When you're
Go ahead.
super young, are we going out to lunch or dinner? Something to that effect. But as a grown like working woman, like yeah, if I live with you, I'm not paying no bills. Like what are we doing? I can live by myself and not have to be bothered with you 24/7.
Nobody gonna only in marriage. Only in marriage. Not dating. Not in the dating. Not in the dating stage. Only in marriage.
Would you have the same account? Would you have the same bank account?
Oh no. I mean, we could do a
So,
joint account, but like, nah, I'm gonna have like because so that's the thing. I have accounts that are for certain things that if you coming into, let's say, a marriage,
mhm.
that still that actually would still remain mine, like solely, right? It wouldn't be
But
part of
I'm gonna need the
I
management.
got a question, PhD. I got a question. So
What?
let's say the man pay 100% of the bills, right?
Uh-huh.
Would you pay for like trips and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take
Okay,
it.
yeah,
I'll take it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
No
We're
man,
going
Jordan.
on
No man's
vacation.
paying with this economy. No man's paying 100% of the bill. It's not happening. He
Listen,
gonna pay something. If he paying the mortgage, well, with
yeah,
PhD,
yeah,
but she already know about the mortgage game. But I'm
yeah.
just saying, if she paying the mortgage, I mean, he paying the mortgage, PhD gonna have to pay the light bill.
I'm willing to pay. Listen. I'm willing to pay for submission though.
Oh, look at you. Ain't no damn submission. I don't
I'm
know what that
willing.
means.
I'm willing to pay for submission.
I got another question.
PhD, but hold on, PhD, but actually say, tell PhD, but Kev is coming to the after party. He wants a debate. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
I got
that.
another question, PhD. But let's say a man paid. Let's just say he pays the mortgage, he pays the car notes, he paid for insurances, he pays for the light bill, all that type of stuff. What about? Would you be able to pay like maybe a cheap bill, maybe like a phone bill or a TV bill, something like that?
Well, okay, wait a minute. Am I still paying for vacations?
Yeah.
Yes, because he
Do you
paying the
see
more, he
how
paying everything.
he's trying to do that
90% of the
drug?
bills.
The majority of the big bills. I'm talking about the big bills that support the
The car
mortgage,
That's true,
note,
Juicy.
the
the
insurance,
insurances,
the life
electricity,
insurance.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Would you
No,
pay when it comes to luxury stuff like phone or pay for the cable bill, something like that? Will you be able to do it?
Boy,
So
I
this
tell you,
is the
Hakeem,
thing.
her man would never be outside, boy. He'd be working to death. But go
Absolutely.
ahead.
I am a firm believer that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I want him working a lot. But to answer your question,
whoa.
Jordan.
Whoa.
So he might. And listen. So when he come home, is he getting a lot of sex?
That's
He
all
won't
y'all
have
think
time
about.
for sex. He'll be burned out. By the time he
Right.
hit
No,
that bed,
no.
he'll be burned out.
I gotta
No,
tap that ass
Hakeem,
2 times a
he'll be
day.
asleep. As soon as he take off his pants, he gonna pass out.
No, no,
Right on
no,
that
no,
living.
no, no, no. In this life,
She
I
talking
gotta
about she
enjoy.
want him working day and night. That's a slave.
No, PhD, but you can't do that, baby. A
That's a
man,
slave, man.
has to enjoy. A man has to enjoy his wife.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. But so the thing is, you come home from a long, hard day at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, okay, babe, let's get you showered,
Yep.
put on your.
Yep.
Why are
Yep.
you laughing, Ronnie?
Because I know he gonna fall asleep. That's why I'm laughing. There's no way.
No,
Go,
no,
but
no.
go
So
ahead. Finish the
we
story.
we're gonna get you showered, get you into your, lounge wear, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
come on, baby, it's time to sit down for a hot meal,
Yep. Yep.
right?
Yep.
So we're gonna feed you,
Yep.
and then we're, after you're done, okay, go relax while I get everything tidied up in here. That's when he's gonna fall asleep because he's gonna be watching TV.
No, but no, no,
So
no,
I told you. I
but
told you. That's why I'm laughing because
but
I knew the end
but
goal.
then
I
no,
knew
no,
the
no,
end
no, no.
game.
We gotta tap that ass before I eat.
No, he gonna fall asleep. He been
We
working
gotta.
16 hours a day. No, there's no way. He working 16 hours a day. There's no way he gonna have time to take off his pants. He gonna fall asleep.
Physical touch is my love language. I need to feel like you my
I
woman.
can't. You gonna be
I
you
need
Okay,
to
gonna
I'm
be
gonna give you
feel
a
it.
snoring.
massage. I'm gonna lay you down, give you a massage. Look at Hakeem face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see?
I like that.
So
I
you gonna
like
fall
that.
asleep.
I like that.
She
I ain't
trying to
gonna
put you
lie
to
to you.
bed. I
Fall
can't.
asleep
Like
It's
while I'm massaging
manipulation.
you.
I
I
understand
can't. It's a
you,
manipulation. She trying to
but
put you to bed
no, no,
because
no.
she won't give you. She
I
won't give
gotta
you
tap that
anything.
ass every day. If I'm paying for everything, I need to make sure. I need to make sure like I'm doing this for you.
Oh wait, Empress Vibe is in the building. Empress Vibe.
Oh,
Next levels in the panel. Genesis After Dark is here. It's a house party today.
he said that lady said tidy up.
Well, I
And
said
what's going on
tidy
next
up
level?
because I don't clean. I have
Yo,
people
yo,
who
what's
come and
up?
clean. So all
Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna do
next
is
level. You
tidy
can
up.
Go ahead.
comment anytime. Oh, you can fight
Please.
PhD,
But
but we don't care. But it's still a safe space for PhD though.
No, I actually want to ask Diva a question due to the conversation that's going on.
uh-huh.
I hear y'all talking about like submission and stuff earlier, like women submitting to men. Let me ask you this: do you think a lot of these men have something to submit to? Not saying nothing about men on the panel, just
Woo!
men in general.
Get in your bag, baby.
Absolutely not.
I like that PhD, man. I like that. I'm gonna clip that one. That was good. That was a good one. That was a
Yeah, I'm hearing this right.
Yes, absolutely not. I think most men are, getting up every morning, trying to figure it out and make it through the day, get back home, relax, get up the next day and do it again, right? So I don't think that the average man has some superior knowledge or insight that the average woman doesn't have. And so based on that, why would that woman need to submit to him? He needs a partner. He needs somebody who gonna help him think through and chart out a plan to make both of their lives better.
Damn.
Is it what next level? Wait a minute. You agree with PhD? Diva? Is it drop mic?
She kind of got me stuck there too.
Hold on one second.
A nigga got
hey, next level had to get up after that. He said, "Wait a minute."
And then we got to think after that PhD. But where my Bible at?
But I kind of agree with her to an extent, not to what she was saying, but I feel like most men not being men. Mm-hmm. I feel like most men are, when not saying most, I'm not gonna put most, I'm gonna put some. Some men do not display the leadership qualities that most women are looking for. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you're asking them to submit, or what do they bring to the table? Some men
next
don't
level
have the table themselves, but they want
next level
to come to it.
But next level, check me out though. Most women don't even know what leadership is.
There you
go.
The
father was never there, so how did they know?
That boy good.
So their mother couldn't be a leader.
That boy
Are
good.
only men leaders? Are only men capable of being leaders?
Remember we were talking about woman king. Remember when I mentioned woman king? You say absolutely not. When I said woman could be fighters, women can do this, you say absolutely not.
Right. I was saying
I want to be in my. I want to be my feminine. I want to be in my feminine energy.
Right. But so again, that's still, are only men capable of being leaders?
Nobody's saying that. Women are capable.
No, I'm not saying that. Women are capable.
Are all men leaders?
Nope.
No.
Right. And so there are going to be a lot of men who just aren't leaders. Okay. That's not going to stop them from wanting or even having a woman. And so what happens in that situation? The man ain't a leader, right?
No, but most women want leader. If man can, there's some men that cannot be leaders. How do the majority of women want leaders then?
I don't know that the majority of women want leaders.
I think they do. I think majority of women want leaders. Do. That's just my opinion.
I think a lot of women want to lead.
Most women want to be guided.
And certain, but I came in certain aspect. Like they want a man that know how to take charge, especially when it comes to aspect of the bedroom. The only reason why I mentioned the bedroom, because women enjoy sex a lot. Men enjoy sex too, but women enjoy it more than men do.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes, that is right. That's why I got roles, and that's why I got y'all little roles things and stuff like. Please, even let's stop playing these games.
Let me ask you a question.
No, because most women report. Well, in surveys of women, most of them report that they aren't even having orgasms with.
That is correct.
That is true.
No, that is correct. No, that is correct because most men don't know how to stimulate the woman's body, or even the woman don't even know her body herself.
You got to put your mouth on it most of the time.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation right there.
We'll take that to Action Channel. We'll take that to Action Channel.
That mouth got to be
Christian based. This Christian based channel.
It's a Christian based channel. My bad. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, brother. But PhD, let me ask you a question. What about the good black men that black women overlook because they're nerds, ducks, fat niggas, tall with big feet?
Why you gotta be fat?
I'm just saying. Let's keep it real. Like the guys who are providers and protectors, but these women overlook them for some reason. Some of these niggas watch anime. They wearing high waters. You know what I mean? Like right. why these girls are not? And these guys are not sexually promiscuous. They're gaming. They're streaming. They're good husbands. You know what I mean?
Okay. I would say what happens so it's the same thing as if I asked you, well, what about all these good black women that black men are overlooking because they're unattractive?
Most
that's not true. We still holler at them. We
We
still
still
holler at
holler
them.
at it. Most nerds, listen.
Come on, PhD, but they just don't give us a chance. We still hollering at the fat
Listen.
girls.
Most
I
nerd
didn't say
black
fat girls.
girls.
There's a lot of cute fat girls. Just because you
No,
fat
there
don't
is.
mean you
Most nerd
unattractive.
fat girls and peppers want thug passion.
No, I'm talking about
That is
okay,
true.
so
That
let's
is
say she
true. That
ugly
is
in the
true.
face. She ugly in the face, but she a good woman.
But
Why
they
aren't
still
they
gonna
getting
holler
her?
at her. They still hollering at that girl.
We still holler
They
at them.
hollering at that girl.
We
They
still
still
hollering
hollering
at
at that
them.
girl.
But they
Check her
don't want.
DM.
They don't want to be with the nerds. They want
Not
thug
check her
passion.
DM. Uh-huh.
They want thug passion. They want Trayvon at the corner.
Well, so the thing is, if you are socially awkward, which is what I am envisioning when you say nerd, right? Somebody
Yes.
who is socially awkward,
Yeah.
then that is going to impair that man's ability to like excel in the workplace in most professions, like right. So if he's like a software developer or
Yeah.
a coder and he can be to himself and do his little nerdy thing, that's fine. But so it'll impair him in other aspects of life, and so that's why the woman may not be attracted to him. But as a woman who has been surrounded by nerds and who actually likes nerdy men,
I don't believe
in
that.
my experience, I haven't witnessed them having a whole lot of trouble getting a woman, right?
Why you?
Because
That's
where
cap.
there are
That's
nerdy
cap.
men,
That's
no,
cap.
no,
I
because
think they
where
have
there
a
That's
hard
cap.
time getting the woman they want.
well, so this is and I was about to get to that. So that's the thing. Where
Facts.
there are nerdy men, there are also nerdy women, right? And so that would be their natural match or natural counterpart. However, when we get the black men, because they the ones who be having issues, the black nerdy men, they still want the Instagram model. Okay, there's an incompatibility there, right? There's an incompatibility there. And so I think black men need to learn how to see with more than just their eyes. And I think that's a big problem for y'all. All
Can
y'all see
black
with is y'all eyes. Go ahead.
can black women see more than the paycheck?
Yes.
You smiling as I'm saying that.
I'm not smiling. You can't even see me. How you know I'm smiling?
I'm envisioning it. So you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, a lot of the tech boys, they want an early black girl, but they want a little bit of thug passion in their life.
Stop it. Nobody wants thug passion.
Come on, they say them busters ain't loving you right. I'm trying to tell you. We've been out here. They mingling and dingling.
I don't think it. I don't think it's. I don't think it's a thug. I don't think it's the thug aspect. It's the aspect of they know how to talk to them. Like she said, most guys that's awkward don't know how to talk to a woman. And not only that, but Jenny said out the door and say, "Ronnie, don't come for the rose." Majority, baby, I am the rose, so that's why I can come for it. You know what I'm saying? When you the rose, you can come for it.
Ooh,
But
I like that energy. Yeah, come on.
of course, because most of the time, men when he approach like for example, if a man approach PH Diva, he's gonna be nervous.
Yeah.
He's gonna be slobbing all over the place. He's gonna be sweating. So she's gonna be automatically unattracted to him. But if a third dude comes to PhD, he's gonna be like,
Oh
"Yo,
my God.
I already know what I'm about. I'm telling you what I'm about." She gonna fall.
Right.
She
And I
gonna
don't
fall in
want
love
no
with
parts
that.
of it. No, because I don't want any
Mary
parts of that.
Jean.
Like
Mary
look,
Jean.
so if for a woman who lives a pretty soft life, that type of foolishness is not attractive, right? Because of what's gonna go along with it, right?
Yeah.
I don't need any of those type of complications. Sporties, if you got something you want to say to me, just come your ass up here because you doing a lot of
Oh, he's gonna
chit-chatting
do
in
it
the
in
chat.
Ashton channel when you're in Ashton
No, because
channel,
he's like,
the after party.
he said, like she knows what other races nerds consist of. I do, because most of the nerds gonna be of other races. How many black male nerds you know? I don't know a lot of them.
Not too many.
Oh, well,
Right,
I'm not
exactly.
too many. Not too
Y'all
many.
asses don't be smart enough to be nerds. Stop it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Diva.
Damn.
I
Diva,
can't time to end the show because
baby,
Diva going in. She
Diva,
going
that's a shot
hard.
at me, baby. Me
That is
and
a shot. That
me and
is
next level. That's a shot at us.
now that's a shot at me.
Yeah.
Like,
I want
whoa.
to pose another question to Diva. Diva, do you have an answer to why is it that mainly I'm gonna say because I'm sticking to black women since we're talking about black people. Why do black women have to always wait for a black man to get his shit together?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. DB, where you been at?
Where's DB?
She in the
Oh,
chat. I ain't
no.
seen DB in a long time. After her birthday, she disappeared. I'm like,
Pretty brown.
Hey, DB.
DB done got a man on us, man. That's
I
what
heard.
That's what it
I
is.
heard.
That's what I
DB got a
heard.
man, you know.
I
I
heard.
heard. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, DB, you better stop using that rose. Then we against rose over here. No
You know
rose.
what? Stop that. Okay, so what do you mean
No, go
next
ahead.
level?
What I mean by wait on a man, you see women always have to wait on a man to get his shit together, wait on a man to stop fucking around with other women, wait on a man to finally want to be married. Like it's I mean, you will have people in a 10-year relationship just waiting, and this woman is really waiting on this man to marry her.
Right. Get his shit together. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was echoing, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of black women be waiting for their man.
Right. Yeah, I think so too. I think most black women are committed to being with the black man, right? So their attitude or mentality is black man or bust, right? So if it ain't a black man, I don't want nothing else, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. And so I think it takes black men longer to mature than a lot of other groups. I also think that just generally speaking, black men are less marriage minded than other groups of people. And so that's going to be a losing proposition for many black women, as we see, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hurt.
Shout out to Jalen. Jalen's also in the building.
Shout out to
We
Houston
got
Thunder.
all the beautiful black women. You see, black
Hey,
women
Jalen.
love black men. They love the black women. They love the black men over here.
Yeah. I just
love it.
feel like I'm just, and I'm speaking anecdotal because I feel like I didn't messed over like good women because I wasn't ready to be in a relationship or be serious or whatever. And I feel like a lot of men be like that, but they want to have sex with this woman. They want to actually be with her, but they don't want to actually be with her. You know what I'm saying?
We got to sample it. We got to sample
But the thing is, why? Like, why are we like that? Like, in our community, a lot of us don't really get married till our late 30s, mid 40s and stuff like that. You hear men saying, "Oh, I'm gonna turn in my player card." Like, why is that? Like, why?
Because we're taught not to get married young than the other races of people do.
Hey,
that's a fact.
I turned in my player for a Twit card. I'm ready to get married now.
That's a good card, though. That's a good.
You get that? Listen.
But shout out to Dalen. Dalen, I think he's new to the channel.
I'm ready to get married now. I'm ready. I got the ring right here. I'm ready to get married now. If a woman willing to submit, acquiesce to my demands, I'm ready to pay bills. I need.
Hey, Jordan, you see the craziness of Hakeem?
I need to tap that ass regularly. I don't eat leftovers. I don't eat
even
leftovers.
Jordan Cam Dog.
I like.
You don't eat leftovers.
I like creases in my jeans. Creases in
my.
jeans.
Hey, PhD, you know where you got that from? You got that from the bubblegum machine. Remember the bubblegum machine that have the rings in it?
No, it's real. I've been waiting for a queen to get this for a long time. I am over 40 next level, so you all right. I wanted to play the field.
Shout out to Night that's in the building.
I wanted to play the field, but the ring's here. Whoever's ready, but I gotta sample it and tap that ass.
You know what?
That's a bad demand, sir.
Right.
Oh man.
Man, shout out to Night that's in the building. Night be working day and night, man. I be catching Night in the late night when I'm at work. Trust me, I be everywhere. No, but so guys, any final thoughts? Because actually getting ready to go live. We're gonna go over there for the after party. So any final thoughts, PA Diva, next level? Any final thoughts before we call it a day?
I would just say, Black women, you are perfect as you are. Don't allow these men who need demons exercised out of them to tell you that you got emotional damn problems.
So what? So PA Diva, I'm a demon? You think I'm a demon? So PA Diva, you think I'm a?
Of course
thank you,
not, Governor.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I am a demon. You get what I'm saying?
Damn.
I am a demon in that bedroom. In that bedroom, I'm a demon.
I'm a reformed demon.
I'm a demon. You ain't going to heaven. That bedroom, you gonna be sweating.
And Jalen, Jalen, we got the 5 acres in Mobile, Alabama right now. I
Hey,
got
next
it right
level, he
now.
crazy. Don't worry, next level. We're about to
And
end the
that
show.
was from
Hakeem
dope.
going
Listen,
crazy.
that was dope money in 2000 I spent. It's still there.
Jordan, how you gonna give out your personal information on the
My
line when you know
bad.
the federal government, when you know the FBI is
I'm
watching
Haitian.
everybody?
I'm Haitian. I got an island to run to. Listen, and I got another passport. I could go to Benin if I want to too.
They ain't
Hey,
the feds ain't worried about Hakeem unless he gonna make big money.
Yeah.
oh man, shout out to the Thompson Vincent. The mom mother's in the building. We didn't see all that. She probably was in the cloud working.
In the ground.
But go ahead, next level. Final thoughts as we get ready to close out.
Final thoughts. I think far as us to like move forward as a community, as a Black community, as melanated people, I think we need to get back to the basics. I think we need to get back to education. I think we need to get back to like actually loving our women and things like that. And I think we if we do that, I think we can like see the notch move a little forward. I mean, but it's gonna be up to all of us, you know. But that's who want to participate. But then too, I want to tell everybody, you know, make sure y'all eat y'all green fruits and vegetables, you know, because that's to detox and purify the body and up your fruit intake.
Colon cancer.
Right. And not only that, make sure you take your vitamin, especially Black man. You need that vitamin, especially because PhD was one of us out here slaving. You better take your vitamins.
Damn.
I'm telling you, take your vitamins. Jordan, any final thoughts? I can't. Any final thoughts? Yeah, I got my vitamins too. I gotta take it too before I take my nap. But yeah, go ahead.
When it comes to Food Street Festival, make sure you get organic. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think I might pop 2 right now because Next Level says so.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, and then, I don't know why Genesis out their job. Don't pray for this demon to leave. You need these demons here. This demon needs to be here.
We need
needs to be. I need this demon.
Listen, we all ready to get married too.
You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, shout out to Next Level. Not that, but the loving the Tons of Vincent, the mom, mother, put your channel in the chat. Next Level. So guys, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. I'm so upset PhD don't got a channel yet, or at least a TikTok.
What's up, man? So we can go PhD, but when you gonna have yours so we can be over there?
I'm not.
I got a lot of vitamin D on Genesis After Dark. A lot of vitamin D for you.
Listen,
okay,
PhD.
but now does it come with K2?
Oh,
do that too, and vitamin E. Vitamin E is good for your skin.
PhD. You know what's on my vision board?
What's that?
It's take you away from solution base. That's on my vision board.
What are you doing, Hakeem?
I don't know.
You want to be with Sharon.
Listen,
you see Jordan, he want to be with Sharon.
Listen, she from down south, so I'm ready to go to war about that. I'm getting my money up. I'm getting the gun. Listen, I want to take you away when I get my money right. I know I need my Pop said I got to get
She's not leaving Sharon. She not leaving Sharon. She controls Sharon.
She gonna leave for the game. Once I get this money up, listen.
She controls Sharon.
Once I get this money up,
we
coming to listen. I'm coming to Atlanta to get you. I know you in Atlanta. I
She
know
is
you
not.
in Atlanta. You in Buckhead. They already done gave a drop on you.
Well, is that right?
I'm coming to get you, baby.
All right.
I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna take you away from solution base when we get this money.
Okay.
Yeah, now that, but guys, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Ashley Williams channel. Let's get him to like 1K subscribers. So you know that man been working day and night. That man last night was a good show. I ain't gonna lie, it was actually funny. Good show. Oh yeah, Diva do need a show. Featuring Sharon.
Look what
she do.
Genesis say. It's the PhD but so featuring Sharon.
You know what?
Oh, sorry.
I like that. Listen.
Oh, damn.
You think listen, it takes a smart Black woman to compliment another smart Black woman, which is nice.
Stop it.
Yeah. And not only that, but PhD, but if you get Sharon a topic, give him a topic. It's a woman literally on TikTok talking about how her adopted father later talking about he loved her. It's trending actually.
Oh,
We
really?
in discussion on it. Yes.
Okay.
You Google it. I promise you, it's like literally she went on TikTok talking about how her adopted father later told her like he's in love with her.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was crazy. That is crazy. So
Was
Sharon
he
your
black or
topic,
white?
tell him that.
Okay.
White.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Well, black men probably do it too. You probably hear stories about that. It's just not being covered.
No,
I'm just saying.
we got these deviant old dudes trying to get these young girls.
But anyhow, guys, make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like you can see, we have a great show. We allow guys to come on the panel, join in the conversation with us. Good time. We appreciate you so much, PH
Yes,
Diva.
I love
Oh,
you.
no, sorry, Supreme Guys, PH Diva, next
Yes, Diva.
level. Now that KL 504. Thank you guys so much for gracing us with our
Will you
presence.
marry
Go
me?
ahead and
Thank you. Thank y'all for having me.
Will you marry me, PH Diva?
Let me see the ring first.
She said, show the ring one more time.
Listen.
He showed the ring. It just let me show the ring.
After a couple years, I'm gonna upgrade you. We're gonna upgrade.
Oh no, you got to come out the gate with the nice ring. Now, come on, at least 5 carats.
I can
That's what
afford it.
Jalen said. Jalen said the same thing. At least 5 carat.
I can
Yeah, at
afford
least
it.
5 carats.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to Walmart. I'm gonna get that ring from there and say, hey, baby,
That
marry me.
125.
Yeah.
That 125. That's all I can give. Take it or leave it. It's the heart that matters.
That's so ugly. That's so
How you
ugly.
say? How you say that's so ugly? You know what? I'm going to white women. Forget it.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
I will be back. I will be back.
Yeah.
No, but now that. But shout out to Chaotic Clubhouse
Yeah,
guys.
no.
Make sure you also go over. Make sure you go over there and subscribe as well. He also have dope content. Sporty, Big Mustafa, and
Yep.
also on J Ali. They go over there, hold it down. They do different reviews.
Yep.
Dope channel. So you guys make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. Subscribe over there to Hassan's camera. Not only that, but the lovely Sapphire Grace as well. She also have dope content. Y'all go
Yep.
over there and subscribe. Subscribe to everybody because
Oh,
people do
Sophia
bring
got a
some
channel?
value. She got a channel,
Yeah, she got
and
a
she talk
channel.
about like it's really good. Sapphire Great. It's
I'm about to
called
go over
She's
there.
Rising Soul.
Okay.
Natasha Vincent or Empress could put it in the chat. That would be really dope. So PhD could go and subscribe to some. She actually read a book. PhD right now she's reading the book. I forgot the title of the book, but she's reading the book right
A
now.
People's History. You know that
A
book?
People's History.
Yeah,
Yes, he actually reading it.
yeah, she has the
He
audio
actually
book
reading it
on it.
chapter by chapter, and she got a lovely voice. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's really good. PhD, you can do the same thing. I've been saying
I feel
PhD,
like
she
it
need to
was
get a book club. PhD would love to read books.
a
She need a
down
book
south
club.
debutante.
Not only that, but shout out to Killer Swag, who's also in the building. He be in the clouds watching. Sugar Bum. DB, the lovely DB is back. When I saw her back, I'm like, yo, the lovely Genesis After Dark. Genesis, you need to go back and doing content again. I don't know why you stopped. We need Genesis After Dark. The lovely Jalen is also in the
Oh,
building. You already know the
Empress
mom,
Vibe.
mother, the times of Emperor's Vibe. You already know. You already know. 90s was also in the building. Dalen was also in the building. Camellia over there in the Facebook world. Of course, the lovely Sherry Bryan, Bobby Bryan was also in the building as well. It's a lot of people that was in the building. So sorry. Ashton's getting ready to go live. So guys, make sure y'all make your way over there. I think it's Wild Out Wednesday, right, Hakeem?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Wild Out Wednesday. Please even go over there because we want you over there. We want to have fun with you real quick before you go to bed.
Unless you got to take your city fleet.
Okay.
You do, man. We
All
love
right,
you.
y'all heading over there now.
But yeah. I don't know.
I
Is
don't know
it
what
actually
time
get
to start.
started yet?
You know he's in a
It's only
different
start at 8:30.
at 8:30.
8:30,
But
7:30.
he's in Texas, so I don't know if they're like an hour behind or
Oh, okay. Well, I will try. All right. Well, thank y'all for having me. Y'all have a good
no.
night.
It's
Happy
always a
You too
pleasure.
Juneteenth.
now.
All
Happy
right, thank you.
15th.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have
And now you're there. It is a pleasure to have you. Look, Hakeem
you.
say, PhD, when you're in Miami, make sure you hit up Hakeem. He's ready to see you.
I'm ready.
He
I'm
want to
Okay.
ready.
see you.
I'm ready to take you out.
Okay, I will do that.
You know what I mean? I'm not broke. I could take you out for real.
All right. We finna do it.
Yeah.
No,
I'll let you
no, no.
know.
I ain't lying to you. I'm broke. PhD, you gotta take me out. I ain't nah. I ain't capping for the gram. I ain't capping. I'm broke. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but anyhow, guys, make sure anyhow, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio T-shirt with me and Hakeem got on. Oh, I ain't forget about you, No Chaser. Shout out to No Chaser as well, though, who also was in the building. You know, the KL Culture Radio hat, like what me and Jordan have on. you know, the Cat Culture Radio coffee mug is. I
It's a
got it
brand, baby.
today,
I need
and
my
also Prince like
T-shirt.
I got listen.
Logic.
We got you. Logic never, but you
He
know.
said for me to get the stuff, and y'all just send him the invoice or whatever.
Okay, yeah, but you see, he never. Where we gonna send it to, baby?
You don't have his Instagram?
No, we have his Instagram, but what address we gonna send the shirt to?
Oh! I'll give you an address. I
Okay.
gotta go. Where do I find? I gotta look at the link so I can see what I want
Oh
from
no,
you.
no, on the PO box.
Yeah. So look, go on the link
Uh-huh.
and go on the link. Tell me what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you want. Like put the description in it and give the PO box and we'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't give out your address, but your PO box. Yeah.
But
Okay.
you can inbox one. You got our Instagram. You got Instagram?
I do not.
She
I'm not
don't.
really
She's
on
very
social
private.
media. I am.
Yeah, she's
I'm
very
not
private.
social media.
Don't worry. You don't got to be private when you whip around white knights.
Okay.
We're gonna
See, I didn't
protect you.
know. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
I
not
gotta
I'm
look
not.
suckers like
I'm not White Knight. I'm Robin Hood. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Nothing
So
steal from me.
No, but all seriousness, yo, just give us your PO box so we can send it
yeah.
over to you.
We'll send it over to you, baby.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Thank
you know
y'all.
people are crazy. They will try to find out where you stay, and please, if
Right.
you already know how the internet works, so
Right.
just
You got some Miami niggas on your team.
All right.
yeah, you do,
Good to know.
you do. And not only that, but also Prince Hakeem new, not new book. Sorry, the other book has been taken down because of
Yeah,
Amazon.
we had
However,
another book. They took it down. So
Okay.
but the Black Love is still there. It's still ready to be purchased. So get the book Black Love. Come over here, support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. Now that shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Pretty soon we will be on Rumble,
yeah,
TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, and also X, Twitter. So guys, be on the lookout for that. Hakeem is working on that in the back. So pretty soon, guys, we will be screaming over there as well. Not only that, we also have clip right now on Snapchat, Reddit, and also we know TikTok, but we also have our own place over there on Reddit. So we expanded as a brand. Shout out to the team, Hakeem, Jordan. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. Don't stop, keep going. We on our way. We trying to hit 1 million subscribers. That's our goal. We gonna hit 1 million
1 million
subscribers.
subscribers.
But right now we appreciate everybody that always tune in pretty much each and every day we go live. Not only that, but leave comments, watching our playback videos, having fun with us. We really do greatly appreciate it. Like I always tell people, this is not just podcasting. It's like a family. We come over here, have fun, get together. It's like a cookout. We having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but y'all make your way over there to Ashton Williams channel. He's about to get ready to go live. And not only that, but also shout out to the mom, father, Kendall, who also was in the building, but I know he's getting ready for work. So, like always, guys, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. We over and out.